Hey, I'm Nashi.
I'm Rezlar.
And I'm Frosty. Welcome back to the Value Pack.
Hold on, I have to gear check Nash right now. Alright, that is some bull chapter. Dude, he CC'd me out of dance. What's happening? Rezlar!
People look at you like you're crazy, and they refuse to admit that it's pay to win, and just scream that it's pay to convenience! It's pay to convenience!
Big money, big money, big money,
Big money! Oh shit, we got it! We fucking got it!
And welcome back to the Value Pack, everybody. I am not Rezlar. Rezlar might not be Rezlar. Rezlar is coming in a little bit late today, so he'll be joining us a little bit later. So starting off, I'm going to try to do the best Rezlar impression I can and thank the patrons, the lovely patrons who support the podcast. Enfrax, Hawaiian, I Has Issues, Jeremy Johnson, Lord Carrot, Mayo Knight, Maneria, Slytech, Talus Acceptum, Thanks, and Wavesi. Appreciate the support, you guys, very much. Thank you. Yeah, there's a Patreon link down below in the video if you guys want to support the podcast. We distribute that evenly by cutting Nayashe out entirely. And that's how that works. So yeah, thank you guys. And also I believe Rezlar takes this time to thank the people who support us on our individual streams. Twitch.tv/SoFrosty, Twitch.tv/Nayashe_NA, and Twitch.tv/NotRezlar. So thank you guys very much for the support. Nayashe, it's been a couple weeks, man.
Yes, it has.
It has.
We
so
have been fairly busy.
we kind of have, dude. We're a little bit behind, and we got some catching up to do. And it's kind of weird because normally I would just easily reference Black Desert Foundry for the Global Lab notes from 2 weeks ago, because we're a couple weeks behind here. But the problem is
what was actually put in.
yeah, the PvE changes that actually came, at least to KR, different than what was on Global Lab. So I'm just going to use the Korean notes as a reference. And the problem with the Korean notes is they're not translated well for me. I'm just going to be guessing what some of this is.
Yeah,
but,
unfortunately, I didn't see a fully translated list either.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, all right. So that update came out last Wednesday. So essentially they said last time we spoke on the podcast, they said they were going to be buffing PvE for every class, not necessarily every spec, but every single class. And I think the Global Lab update overall we're okay. I know Warriors were a little bit disappointed in what they got. It wasn't too much for both Awaken and Succession. Sork was kind of like, all right, they're already pretty good. Their change was pretty minor, like turn back, slash, and crit. And then Ranger got some significant buffs and an interesting new mechanic on both of their specs that we'll go into detail about. Zerkers were like, okay, those are okay. They got more. So once the KR patch came out, like even on Kuno, it was kind of like, but the KR patch came out and it was a lot better for a lot of classes. Warrior got a few more skills in Succession and Awakening. For example, Awakening Grave Digging got buffed by 120% damage per hit in both specs, and that also affects slashing. So that was kind of nice. I think Meiwa for you guys was a kind of a big one because the Global Lab patch, I mean, even I was laughing. Like I usually am like, yeah, but Meiwa's better than Kuno, so it's not that big a deal. But then when I read these changes, all you guys got on Global Labs were crit changes.
Yeah, to one skill that's a pull skill, and the others that we arguably don't really use.
Yeah, so in Succession, it was Sticky Snowflake and Divider, Prime Divider. And on Awakening, it was Sticky Snowflake and Float Tip of the Iceberg. Yeah. However, the actual changes that Meiwa got, and I'm just going to use Meiwa as an example so we don't go down the whole list. But you guys got a buff to... Oh, God.
I got translated notes if you prefer that.
Give me the translated notes. Frost, is it Frost Pillars? or the flow? I forget.
Yeah, it's Frost Pillar that got the change.
Yeah, Frost Pillar. What else?
I'll put those here. So for Awakening, the changes were Petal Bloom. PvE damage was changed from 1219 times 5 to 1462 times 5. So about a 200% damage increase each hit.
Right.
And then it also has a charge up, which does times 8 hits. So same 200% per hit. And then Frost Pillars was
okay.
2 additional hits. No actual damage number touch, but
right.
damage in the terms of additional hits, which is good for a variety of reasons. But beyond the damage, it's also additional healing capability because Frost Pillar does 20 HP per hit. So nice on that.
And this was not instead of the crit changes. This was as well as. So you still got the crit damage buff on your pull.
The notes that I have aren't clear, but that is my understanding as well. But there was some changes, like certain ones that were considered, whatever their reasoning was, I guess useless changes were removed.
So for let me see. I think on yeah, you guys still got tip of the iceberg, crit chance, or critical hit rate, and on sticky snowflake.
Okay, so if we got that, then that's pretty huge. That's pretty huge, yeah.
Yeah, I think they removed the divider one.
Yeah,
that one.
The divider one was removed, but what they did for Succession was decapitation, the number of hits on the second part of the skill, which is where a lot of the damage comes from, anyways. That was increased from 4 hits to 6 hits. So that's pretty significant. And then they made the change for Sticky Snowflake, Prime Sticky Snowflake. The damage increase is only on the off cooldown.
Right. By 200% per hit.
Basically. By 200% per hit. And then Blooming got a damage hit on its second part of the skill, which is where the majority of the damage comes as well. Where they increased each hit from 723 to 939. So basically a little bit over 200 damage increase per hit, which is pretty significant since it's 10 hits. So
yeah,
it's pretty nice.
Yeah,
so those were pretty good. Succession's changes were more impactful, at least in my current understanding of them, based on how Awakening grinds at the moment. But these damage changes could change how we grind on Awakening moving forward, but it's hard to say until it's actually implemented. More than likely not is what a lot of people feel, but there's a potential. There's a potential. Yeah. They're positive. That's the point.
Musas were interesting because they removed the crosscut buff, but added God, I'm gonna forget. Oh, backflow damage in PvE.
So.
Yeah, and they kept the below the belt change, and they also kept the eradicate buff. I don't know, so there were a lot of these. DK was mostly the same. Tamer actually got a bunch of different skills. Let me see if I could find this clip as a reference. But basically, they changed Absolute Roaring so you can cancel out of it, and they increased the AoE size of the actual hits of the skill in order to increase the pull radius. And my friend JM linked it to me. Let me see if I could find that clip.
Oh, you got a visual?
Yeah, I got a visual of what it looks like after the change, but it was like kind of a while ago now because we're late here. Let me see if I could find. Nope, it's not in this channel.
Surprised it's not in the class Discord?
Well, I mean, it probably is. I'm not, you know my rule, dude. I don't go into those class Discords, dude. Those class Discords are for, they're not good, you know?
Echo Chamber.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to find it, of course. Anyway, so, but basically they increase the radius and let you cancel out with WW on the Tamer ability. And then this is in Awakening. So something you can already do in Succession. But the AoE size is increased. But the interesting thing about it is, as well as that, they also got damage buffs on a few additional skills that were not in the original Global Lab notes. For example, Flow Full Moon, which is the flow to Moonlight Strike, which also got buffed. And Echo Pierce also got buffed, which is kind of nice, as well as all the other buffs that were added to the kit. Oh, there we go. Anton saves the day. He has the link. So, yeah, basically, like, if you look at the radius on this skill, it's actually massive. It kind of reminds me of Roaring now.
Roaring 2.0, huh?
Yeah, a little, or, sorry, not Roaring. It is Roaring. It reminds me of Ground Roar on Warrior. With like how far it goes. But basically, like,
Really?
this guy's,
That far?
he's using the absolute version in this clip. And right now, if you try to WW out the way he is, like, you literally can't. So this is the way it works now, which is kind of cool. Nice little pulling skill. That's a major problem for Kun, or for tamers. So yeah, actually kind of hype.
It's pretty funny considering they have pets, and you would expect them to be able to pull pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might have to tag a tamer. How mad is our tamers going to be if people have tamer grind alts? You know?
Ranger or tamer, man? Which one are you gonna
Ranger
do?
or tamer? I don't know, dude. They both look fun. But I want to talk about these ranger changes because they're actually
Yeah,
unique.
that's a whole mechanical change.
So two different things. One, they changed Call of the Earth, which is their accuracy buff ability, and it now has a 60-second cooldown. But the buff, or rather, I guess it kind of has two separate cooldowns. Like, you can get the accuracy buff regardless. You can spam it. But when you use it every 60 seconds, it gives you a buff that lasts 60 seconds that basically buffs 3 of their abilities: Razor Wind, Penetrating Wind, and Tearing Arrow. I was told by Loren, said he went and tested it, and that the damage increase was about 20% while using those abilities with that buff up, which is kind of huge.
Yeah, that's pretty massive.
And that buff just sits. Now, on top of that buff, so some of the Razor Wind changes, they actually buffed Razor Wind like 3 different ways, and then when it actually came to KR, they ended up not keeping all of those buffs. They gave it a crit buff, and that was it. But originally it had an even bigger crit buff, this Call of the Earth buff, and a damage increase per hit. But they're just leaving it at this. So that's one of the changes that was interesting, as well as they got a bunch of other buffs to their skills as well, including their Awaken abilities. And then in Awakening, they only got a buff to Vine Knot and Elven Rage, I believe. Is that Elven Rage? I think it's Elven Rage. Yeah, Elven Rage. Just a normal damage buffs. But then they added a new mechanic where when you use Regeneration, it plants a seed on the ground. Sounds so weird, I know, but when you use Regeneration, it plants like the seed on the ground. And when you use Regeneration, or when you use another ability, they have a list of like 5. I believe it's like Nature's Wrath, Wailing Wind, it might be Elven Rage as well. But one of the other 5 abilities, it procs that seed on the ground and basically does Regeneration's damage again, but with 100% PvE only crit. Which is kind of crazy, because that skill hits super hard, and it's also like kind of a cool ability. So, and I believe that'll affect PvE. Oh yeah, Vine Knot. Yeah, I believe that'll affect PvP and PvE, because I don't see, I think in a combo, I mean, I'm pretty sure it would just proc and hit a player as well. I don't know what the damage is going to be like, but it's there. So yeah,
I mean,
kind of cool.
That sounds really cool. I'm sure Rangers are pretty excited about it.
They're not. They didn't get back attacks.
Oh, really? So that's it? No back attacks there for no deal?
That's mostly what I heard. I mean, there's a few Rangers that are excited about the changes, but the rest are just like, oh, just give us back attacks. These changes suck. But I think that these changes will make Ranger quite good in PvE.
More interesting.
I think Awakening was pretty far ahead of Succession overall. Maybe, I mean, Star's End might be an exception to that, but I think Awakening was pretty far ahead of Succession, but with these buffs, I think they'll be relatively similar, and both of them will be better than before. So, yeah, kind of cool. The Kuno ones, I don't know. I want to be super excited about them, but they're gonna help a little bit, but not that much. They were a little bit like, they were like safe with their changes. But the big one I think is going to be Chain Crash and Flow Wrath are going to make big differences for Awakening, and then the crit added to Lunatic Discus, and then for Succession, adding crit rate to Tendon Cutter is actually really big because it has 0 crit, so that'll be nice. And then the 2 extra hits on Shadow Clones will also be nice. But the rest of the changes were pretty meh. The other like massive one was Ninja. Dude, Ninja got such huge buffs, dude.
Yeah, Ninja got some pretty crazy ones.
Yeah, so originally on Global Labs, they buffed Flow Execution, Corrupted Sword Dance, Flow Mock Explosion, Vacuum Slash, and then Drastic Measure. And they also changed the way Corrupted Sword Dance interacts with other abilities so it can be activated quicker, and they made it so it ignores collision, so you can like use it to move to the other side of mobs while doing damage when it's off cooldown. And then they buffed Murderous Intent and added crit to Corrupted Sword Dance and all sorts of buffs. And then the actual Korean one came out, and they like left all of those changes, but also buffed Katana Shower, Serpent Ascension, and Flashing Light. And the Flashing Light change is fucking insane because it goes from 1401% times 7 to 1541% times 9. So it got 140% damage per hit and 2 additional hits. And its crit rate in PvE went from 50% to 100%. And then Katana Shower got 1 additional hit on the blade hit and the last hit. And then Serpent Ascension just got like, I don't know, like a certain percentage of damage per hit. So it's kind of nuts.
That's insane. Yeah, I mean, I knew those changes that they got were already good, but then like it kind of seemed like before it was like, oh, well, they just want them to continue using high APM. Right.
Well, I still think it will. I still think it'll be a sweaty grinder, honestly.
Yeah.
But there's a video I watched of a ninja with 262 AP blue loot scroll getting 5.7k in Awakening after the changes.
Where?
At Secrea.
What?
Dude, so 5.7k with 262 AP Kudum.
That's insane.
Which is actually kind of nuts. Succession's buffs were a lot more mild. Like they added critical hit rate to Black Moonlight and Blade Spin, and that's it. I mean, those buffs are going to be significant because both have 0% crit, but I don't know. Compared to the Awakening ones, it's not quite the same.
It doesn't seem like they're in the same patch, but they really are, unfortunately.
Yeah. Anyway, so overall, I think these buffs are cool. The only ones that really like kind of confuse me are the Succession Lon PvE buffs, just because she's already so good. But outside of that, I think Archer got okay buffs. They definitely are going to want more after this patch. I think Shy got some okay buffs. They're definitely going to want more after this patch. Guardian got some mild buffs. Suck Guardian probably wants way more buffs than they got. Awakened Guardian's in a decent state, but they got a couple okay buffs. They're still not going to be S tier.
Someone commented that they seen that video as well with the ninja, the 262 AP Kudum, but it was with Pen Blackstar. So
yeah, so
something to keep in mind. Yeah, it's not standard.
Right. The guy drops his gear. He has a Pen Blackstar, but he drops his gear to grind for some of these like test videos. So it's probably with the Pen Blackstar closer to 265, maybe even 269. But even at that gear, like 5.7 is still pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
The point is, like, if he had my gear on and he was 301 Kudum, like, what would he be able to pull, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, on Kuno, nothing. Probably like 4,000. You get lucky. Right?
I mean, yeah, I know. I gotta. Oh, dude. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So there's that. What was it? Oh, Awaken Hash got some interesting buffs too, because the Global Lab buffs were kind of whatever, but then the actual ones that came out, they're buffing and snaring Sands in PvE by kind of a lot. And they're buffing Serpent's Coil, but not the flow, just the hits while spinning. I don't know how much of a difference it's gonna make. It's like 90% per hit. It has a lot of hits, but you have to hold it. It's not like particularly fast. And then they kept the Global Lab buff of Collapse on there, which is good. I actually think Awaken Hash is he's gonna feel a lot better at high end spots. After
good.
this change, yeah, for sure.
Suck was kind of leaning towards being the dominant spec for Hashishine, besides the 1v1 potential that's Awakening has.
Yeah, and
For specific classes.
DK got like their entire kit buffed in PvE too, which is nice.
Yeah, like after the initial like patch notes were released, people were saying, "Well, looks like Lon and DK were the ones that really made out this time around."
On DK for PvE, they buffed in Awakening, Spirit Hunt, Seed of Catastrophe, Flow Root of Catastrophe, Dark Nebula, Spirit Legacy, Spirit Blaze, Shattering Darkness, and Flow Bombardment. And all by kind of a lot. So it's pretty nice. And then in succession, they buffed Camouflage hits, and then added crit to Camouflage and crit to Wheel of Fortune for PvE. So, I don't know. Anyway, overall, the PvE buffs are going to be hyped. They decided to hold off on all of the buffs that they've added, both PvE and PvP.
What's
Hey, what's going on,
Hey,
Raz?
what's
Are
up,
you
what's
home?
I am home, yeah.
Oh, shit. I got to turn you way down. Hold on.
I rushed home and I didn't even eat or shower. All I did was I literally just changed out of my nasty clothes, and so I'm here.
Hey, that's dedication for everyone.
So you're just dirty and completely naked sitting in your computer chair?
Well, not entirely incorrect, because I am just in my underwear and a t-shirt. But yeah, because I don't want to put on more
that what we're
clothes
doing,
than that,
Frosty?
because like I'm just kind
What?
of gross. So like I want to shower before I put on a whole pair of new clothes, you know?
The
Yeah.
podcast
What's
is
that?
getting the Reslar special today.
Okay, so where are we?
We're just talking about the PvE buffs, which we haven't talked about Zerker. We're not going to go through the whole list in full detail, but we're just touching on some significant ones. I want to talk about, before we move on from PvE, Zerker and Sork. So the thing with Zerker is they didn't have any legit Awaken buffs on Global Labs, but the actual KR patch did. I don't know if you saw those two or saw the differences, but yeah, so Awakening they buffed, I did. I asked you about it. They buffed oh my god, what is that skill called now? I gotta codex it. They buffed Devastation.
I believe we determined it was Slugfest.
Yes, Slugfest. That's the one.
Yeah, I believe that's what we determined ultimately.
So Slugfest and Devastation and Awakening both got buffed in PvE, plus the Rabomb Spin, which is going to help both Awakening and Succession.
Yeah.
So is that going to make you any chance you're grinding on Awakening now, or is it still too sweaty for you?
Absolutely not.
It's nothing.
As myself and several other Zerkers have stated plenty of times, it's not the efficiency, it's the APM.
Yeah.
And it's not as if, by the way, I am not in any way like trying to say that Awakening Berserker is like a necessarily sweaty grind. It's just that compared to Succession, it is.
Yeah.
Because like in all honesty, grinding on Awakened Berserker really isn't that bad. Like I think in terms of like, you know, when you compare it to some of them like more like finger breaking grinders, right? It's really not that bad. But it's just that Succession Berserker is so brain dead easy. It's so nice.
Right. I wanted to ask you about the heal ability that got a change, because
The heal ability.
Yeah, or the long cool. What's the 40-second cooldown skill?
Oh yeah. Me and Accord were talking about this in my stream the other day. You're talking about Fearsome Tyrant.
Doesn't it give you now in Succession basically 10 seconds of your e-buff?
Yeah, so that's what he was saying, is that it puts you in beast form for like 10 seconds after you use it. Now, that's
What?
neat. It's also kind of fucking useless. because apparently it puts you in beast form, so it augments your abilities, but it doesn't actually give you the protection of the abilities. So like one of the biggest things with beast form and why you see a lot of Zerkers just slashing,
Mhm.
you know, they just do the little fury
They're
swipes move.
super armor the whole time.
Yeah, it's super armored the whole time, and apparently it is not the case. At least that is what he told me. So it's kind of like a nerfed version of it. But yeah, I mean, it's a
Lame.
cool little.
So what
I
is
mean,
it?
it's a cool
Just the
thing.
like a damage buff for 10 seconds?
You got me. I don't know. I don't
Right.
know. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know what parts apply and what parts don't. I don't know if it's supposed to be just the added damage / the augmented abilities. I don't know if maybe it gives you the resistances and the because you get like 50% all resist whenever you e-buff on Succession Zerker.
Right.
So maybe it gives you that. Like I don't know. I'm really unsure. But yeah, so it's interesting. I kind of wish, like me and Awkward were talking about this for quite some time in my stream. Like, I kind of wish they would change Zerker ebuff to be a little bit like better and a little bit less gimmicky, which I know that's kind of just like Zerker in general is kind of gimmicky. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Listen, man, the thing that confuses me the most is that why does Succession Zerker get a flat heal whenever they use their e-buff, and Awakened Zerker gets a heal over time? I feel like those two things almost should be opposite. Like, if you're going in melee, having a flat heal on the cast doesn't really do you good because you're usually casting it before you go into a fight. That is the most confusing thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Awkward Ninja is saying that it essentially puts you in e-buff, but without the crit and super armor. So it's like a mini
Oh,
e-buff.
so
So it does
okay,
actually
so
change the skills. It just doesn't give you like the resist and the crit and like whatever the actual e-buff buffs are.
yeah,
It
that's what
kind
I'm
of
saying. So it
Yeah.
just all it does is it augments your abilities.
Right.
it kind of sounds just like how like Red Blade and Tiger Blade is, except you don't get the protections. That's weird.
Yeah, and it lasts for 10 seconds. I don't know if there's a way to get out of it, or like if you're normal, like you just would use your skills like normally, like the normal protection skills. I don't know how that works, but
Yeah, I don't know. And like disclaimer, by the way, I feel like I should state this disclaimer. I do not PvP much, if at all, in Succession. So like
Right.
I purely grind in Succession, except for like DFSs and occasionally messing around in BA, and I PvP in Awakening. So if there is another Zerker that PvPs exclusively on Succession and they like say that they disagree with me, go with them because they probably know more than I do on Succession. But that being said, I think it's a cool idea. It's kind of it does feel kind of bad that like the coolest, certainly like aesthetically, the coolest part of that kit you only get to use like every once, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Which I mean, Awakening is the same way, but I digress. So I'm glad that they're kind of moving in that direction. I just wish they made it a little bit more useful.
so this one is specifically added to the PvE changes. So this seems like it's only really supposed to benefit you in PvE.
Yeah, but no.
Well, if you
Like-
do more damage on everything, like, because it still augments your abilities.
The problem is there's a lot of mob packs
Right.
in these high rank grind zones that CC.
So wouldn't it like every 40 seconds when you
Yeah, but
use
that's
the
not
skill?
that's already not a problem, Nayasha. You just spin.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying that this ability is useless for you guys to use because of the fact that you are at risk of even doing anything because you're not protected.
So
right?
yeah, like I don't know. I see it more like I honestly consider it more useful as a PvP change than a PvE change. Like personally, I think it's neat in PvE and it'll certainly make things a little bit easier because essentially that's basically. So Fearsome Tyrant is one of our tier 3 add-on skills. So I have and I'm sure I'm not alone in this. I have monster damage onto it. And so oftentimes I cast it and then cancel out of it just to get the buff essentially if Predatory Hunt is on cooldown, which is our other T3 skill. And so what this means now with this change is that after I cast Fearsome Tyrant for the plus 30 damage on monsters, I get 10 seconds where I actually don't have to spin. So that kind of extends like my rotation slightly. which is kind of nice. I don't think it's really necessary, but I mean, it's nice, I guess. So if you want to look at it that way in terms of a PvE buff, like, yeah, I actually don't think it'll increase like your trash that much, but I mean, it increases the laziness, I suppose. So I'm all for it.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Here we go. Did we switch to dark mode for everybody? Or complaining?
But yeah,
Yeah,
so
well, yeah, I wonder how much of a difference, like if you're doing sweaty grind, not lazy spin, and you're actually trying to like min max. I wonder how it affects your PvE, just because it was added specifically to the PvE patch.
yeah.
But I don't know what the damage is like on that in, when you're in beast mode. I have no idea.
It's pretty good. I think it's not as high as Prime Spin, but certainly higher than Rabomb Spin. Now, obviously, Rabomb Spin is getting buffed, so I don't know how much damage Rabomb Spin is going to do post these changes as well. But yeah, I mean, just simply holding down right click, doing the Fury swipes, as people like to call it, that does quite a bit of damage. So essentially, what you could do, it might actually change your PvE rotation a little bit. You might be able to do like predatory hunt into a prime spin, and then your monster AP buff is probably run out by that point. Then you could do a fearsome tyrant into a fury swipes for 10 seconds, and that'll probably obliterate like most packs. In all honesty, assuming you have like decent AP at the spot you're grinding. So it might actually change up like rotations a little bit. Rabomb spin might not be like as necessary, except for when you're waiting on fearsome tyrant cooldown. So essentially, it'll allow you to just obliterate one pack every 40 seconds. It seems like.
Right. So I didn't get a chance to talk to you about the ranger thing, and I don't know how much you know about it, but they added 2 like mechanics to the ranger PvE buffs. One of them in succession, where when they cast their little tree, it augments 3 of their abilities for 60 seconds to just basically do more damage. The little tree that they sometimes spam when they're bored? They just keep putting it down.
Or they're like memeing on you after they kill you, they plant one.
And then in Awakening, they added to the skill regeneration, where when you cast regeneration, it's basically just like a forward cone AoE damage dealing ability. For PvE specifically, but now when you cast it, it leaves a seed on the ground, and when you use another one of 5 abilities, it procs that seed and does that skill's damage again, which I think is kind of cool and a little bit new for this game.
And what spec is this in?
That one's in Awakening.
Okay.
So if they use regeneration, which is just like they punch the ground and do damage in front of them, after they use another skill, Wailing Wind or whatever, Nature's Tremble, it'll literally proc the skill a second time.
Okay. Yeah, see, Ranger's kind of a blind spot for me. I've literally never played the class, never been interested in it, and I don't have a lot of like friends who play it. Like Mina used to, but he is now a Nova.
What? He doesn't?
So.
Oh, what a traitor. I could see him on Nova, actually. That actually makes perfect sense.
Yeah, he likes to grief people with vacuums. It's really no surprise. He's toxic. But
that sounds about right.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys something. Sorry, I don't mean to derail from your question, but have you guys heard about this? I just learned about this shit the other day. Have you guys heard about this quadruple vacuum bullshit?
Yeah, you mean when they come out of Excel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, when they go into Excel.
Yeah.
And out of.
Yeah, I think it's both ways. Yeah.
Yeah. That is not okay.
Well, luckily the vacuum's getting nerfed on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, well, they need to nerf that shit too, because that is not okay in any way, shape, or form. What the fuck, dude?
What is the nerf that they're doing to the vacuum anyway?
So
they're making it easier to get out of.
Yeah, I was like testing it. Basically, the AoE is going to be a little bit smaller of the actual vacuum, and the strength of it is like weaker. It described it something as like it gets easier, like the vacuum pull gets weaker the longer it's there. So like once it procs, it's like strong for a second, and then it like weakens so you can get out easier. And then the AoE is just a little bit smaller.
Yeah, which is a huge improvement over right now, where you literally can't get out of it no matter what you do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it pulses instead of being like Mystic Vacuum. It's more of a pulse after like a second.
It's like old school black hole.
Yeah, like, dude, I literally can't even giant leap out of it. Like, that's how fucking strong it is right now. It's so annoying.
It's very it's like, especially when it surprises you or you've already blown movement, getting stuck in it in like large scale is jarring as hell. So I don't know, that nerf will be nice. Being able to get out of those will be nice.
But anyways, yeah, Ranger, back on topic. Sorry, didn't mean to derail.
Well, it's
but
not.
yeah,
It's
Ranger.
less so about Ranger, but more so about like. I kind of wish they would
Mechanic
add that to a few
changes.
other classes. I actually
Yeah,
really
that's
like
what I was
that.
gonna say. Is I like the making. I like the idea of making these old classes, giving them like cool mechanics to kind of like do stuff. Because a lot of the old classes, like when you compare them to the new classes, they're very like boring and straightforward. Not all of them, obviously, but a lot of them. So we saw it a little bit with Succession, right? Like with the Kuno buffs, which are, from what I understand anyway, kind of not super useful, but mildly useful. And then the same thing with like the what's it called, the Red Blade or something for like Musa and Mewa or some shit like that. But like the Awaken kits are kind of lacking that cool thing too. So if they want to start adding cool things to the Awakening, I am 100% down for that. That sounds dope.
Yeah, the Kuno one. I mean, a couple of them are quite cool, and then the rest are like. There's like 9, or I don't know, 7 or 8 combinations, and 2 of them are good, which isn't sad. I mean, one of them is like it literally adds like a bleed, but it's like impossible to even land, and then another one adds HP on hit, and it's like impossible to land. So it's just like, okay, I don't know. Yeah. So that's PvE. PvE across the board is getting buffed. Trying to think I'm gonna open up BDO Codex just to have sort of a look at all the classes icons.
So is it still worth me learning how to grind on Suck Striker?
Maybe. No, I think dude, honestly, with those Zerker buffs, I feel like you guys are gonna be in a really good spot as far as PvE. I don't know, because they buffed a couple things when it actually came to
Yeah. Also, I'm just messing around. I don't give two shits. That I am the most like laid back person when it comes to grinding. I do not pay attention to numbers. I constantly forget to pop buffs and shit. People that come to my stream always yell at me whenever I'll like pull up a video that I want to show somebody, like while I'm on loot scroll, and they'll yell at me that I'm on loot scroll and I'm just sitting there AFK.
Yeah.
Apparently, not a lot of people are like that. I don't know.
I was fortunate enough to be in Discord with you while you were grinding Stars End at Temple with no loot scroll and no giant straff and saying like, I never get shit from here. Like, yeah, that'll happen without a loot scroll and without any buffs.
Hey, dude, I grinded there for an hour yesterday. Loot scroll and frenzies, whole hour, didn't get a single drop. I was like, this place sucks.
All right, so based on the buffs, I'm just gonna say good or bad. Oh, Sork. I did want to mention Sork because Sork on Global Labs didn't get much, just a buff to turnback slash in Awakening, and then on Succession got a crit buff to Shadow Eruption and then a turnback slash buff. But the actual they buffed Black Wave, Violation, and turnback slash as well as some crit on Succession, and then on Awakening they buffed turnback slash, Violation, and Soul Reaper, which is their new skill, plus the crit added to turnback slash. So actually significant buffs for both kits. But Warrior, I think overall got pretty good buffs. Sork good buffs. Ranger good buffs. Zerker decent buffs. Tamer really good buffs. Musa, Mewa were like average buffs. They're
Be
not
determined.
anything amazing. Valkyrie was kind of minor buffs. I mean, Suck's already pretty good, and Awakening got, I don't know, a little bit of buffs, but it wasn't anything like groundbreaking, at least as far as I understand. Yeah, it's like a couple minor things. They did get a cooldown reduction, though, on one of their skills, which is kind of nice. Wiz Witch got really good buffs in Awakening. Ninja got insane buffs in Awakening and meh buffs in Suck. Kuno got average buffs. DK got major buffs. Mystic got average. Striker got actually decent buffs in Awakening because leg drop got buffed and the flow to leg drop got buffed, as well as their new skill for PvE. Law and Awakening got major buffs. Suck got minor buffs, but it was already super good. Archer got like average buffs. Shy got like average buffs. Guardian got below average
Have they
buffs.
added back attacks to Archer yet?
No.
Then it's garbage.
And then Hash Suck got nothing. Awakening got decent buffs. Nova got meh in PvE, and then Sage wasn't touched. So overall, some decent stuff. I think there's still going to be 3 or 4 classes that feel really bad grinding, but I actually think most of them will feel decent at grinding now. Like, at least it's not, I don't know. The gap is closed a little bit from the absolute best to like the average. I do think some of the bottom classes, though, like the gap potentially is wider depending on how you look at it. But we'll see what happens.
Why doesn't Archer have back attacks?
Because your class is busted.
My class? Excuse me?
I mean, if
I'm a Zerker tagged striker right now, my guy. What do you mean?
you have a striker tagged.
Dude, monkey strong together.
Oh my god. You're definitely like a I don't know. You're a meta PvE guy now, I guess.
I don't grind on it.
Oh, you don't. You have a tag. Okay, then you're the opposite of meta. You're grinding, you have a tag for PvP.
Yeah, I literally just tagged it because I wanted to go fuck around in BA, but with like actual weapons. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna tag it. It only cost me like 500 mil anyways.
Yeah. All right, so that's PvE. That's all coming Wednesday with a major patch.
You can hear the depression in Frosty's voice. Must be nice.
Dude, I'm excited for I actually am optimistic about Awakening, Kuno. A little less so for Suck, but we'll see. So they did their Ataraxian teaser. Now we could just talk about this while I have it playing in the background.
Wait, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you haven't even seen it. Okay, so we could watch this all together. Should we do just a live viewing? Nyashi, have you watched this yet?
Yeah. Live reaction.
Of the dungeon?
Yeah.
I have watched it, but yeah, no,
Alright.
I'll be able to react to it.
All right, here we go. I have watched it, but I'll be able to react to it. Thanks.
I'll give a nice live reaction for you.
Okay.
Like it's my first time.
I appreciate that. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So this is the Ataraxian English commentary co-op dungeon teaser.
Oh, this is 7 minutes?
7 minutes, but it's got a lot of stuff in here.
Interesting. Is it 7 minutes of teaser footage?
Yeah. I mean, they are constantly showing something in the background, if that's what you mean.
Oh, it's a dev
여러분
commentary.
안녕하세요.
Yeah.
저는
They're
검은
gonna
사막을
talk.
개발하고
Okay.
있는 검은
They're
사막
gonna-
스튜디오
why
게임
you sound so excited.
실장 장재석입니다. 지난 3월에 세이지 개발자 영상 이후 이렇게
So
오랜만에
he's
다시
hasn't
인사를
talked to us
드리게
in a while.
되었는데요.
That's the
저희
TLDR
검은
here
사막을
for those
즐겨주신
listening at
모든
home.
분들이
It's just
Yeah,
the developer
I-
talking.
I feel like it hasn't been though. He said it back in March. That was 2 months ago, my guy. It's really not that long of a time.
종종 나타나서
Yeah.
흥미로운 정보를 드리기 위해 노력하겠습니다. 오늘은 이제 곧
So he
어플
says he wants to talk about an upcoming update, the new dungeon Ataraxian.
작년 겨울에 한번 언급하긴 했었는데 아트락시온은
Um,
거의 처음으로 시도하는
Yeah, but it looks, I don't know, like all of the tile sets for like the area look really cool. Yeah, he mentions it has varieties of different ancient weapons and stuff, and you could see that this is where they were like made.
You have to adapt and strategize, which is interesting.
Yeah, they show some puzzles and whatnot. It's pretty nice. A little bit of a different flair from what we're typically used to, which is just mindlessly killing mobs.
So it's like an ancient weapon / CPU, and it has puzzles inside
Yeah.
that you have to conquer with your friends. It's a 5-person dungeon. This part looks super cool. The
Yeah.
water, that little river in the backdrop.
It almost looks like Helms.
Or it looks like
Oh, this looks dope. He's like
Snake.
running across the big ass bridge and shit.
What's the damn snakes in Valencia?
Bassi.
The Basilisk.
Bassis. Yeah, it looks like Bassis corpse.
Yes.
Oh, this looks interesting.
Yeah, so they have all these like little puzzles that actually look kind of interesting. And you have to work together to do them, and then they have some bosses and some mobs that you actually do fight.
That mob dodge. It's interesting.
I'm
They,
sorry, is this a Succession Warrior?
Yeah. Well, he's already got the PvE buffs. You know, their in-house build already has the PvE buffs.
Yeah.
So this part was
Desert,
interesting. He says
ocean
there's going to be
depths, canyon,
4
and
different
forest.
ones. Desert's going to be
Yeah.
released first, but there's going to be desert, ocean, canyon, and forest.
I wonder if that
Specifically
means they're
ocean
gonna be-
depths, so underwater.
Yeah. Each theme
I
is
wonder if
huge
they're gonna release
backgrounds.
them in seasons, though. You know.
It looks
It looks
Yeah,
like,
that-
like what they're saying. They're gonna release the desert and then the ocean.
Difficulty will increase with each theme's release.
Yeah, so they get harder and harder every time they release one of these. They also have 2, he talks about how they have 2 different difficulties. So when you enter on Elvia's server, you're going to face higher difficulty. While those entering normal servers will get normal difficulty, thus dividing the difficulty. So the higher difficulty requires 280 AP, 340 DP. So Reslar's out. And then
I got Black Star.
oh yeah, you have Black Star. Never mind, Reslar's in. And then normal difficulty, they say you can go with Season Tuvala gear or Narshilian gear, basically. You need 250
That's a good meme
AP,
because Season's dead.
300.
You know, it's good that they did it this way because seasonal character.
No, wait, I had to. That's why I had to go back. He says, as for console players, we have considered their progression. And then the next sentence cuts to, and we'll be only releasing normal difficulty.
Get
Womp,
fucked.
womp, womp. They don't get the hard and fun one, dude. They just get the normal baby one for boo-boos.
They literally just said console is bad, so we're only gonna release the easy one.
Yeah, and then this guy
That's
just kind of,
definitely a slap in the face. For
Oh my god.
this guy mostly talks about the lore. So we can skip through this. We'll learn the lore when it actually comes out. But as far as the tile sets, like, look how huge this looks
Yeah.
in this scene. Like, I don't know how much of it will be explorable, but some of these look really nuts and cool.
This reminds me of Media.
I can't wait, dude. Like, so yeah, all of these scenes look really cool. But here's my fear. I actually think that they're gonna do an okay job with the bosses. They'll be like kind of fun to fight with 5 people. The mechanics probably won't be crazy. It'll be mild. But my
Yeah.
fear, so I'm excited because I think the first couple times you do it, it's gonna be really fun.
Wait, hold on. He said something about the winter region? Did he?
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get some item or quest item from here that you will be able to use when the winter region comes out or something. I don't know. Did it go back far enough or not far enough?
I don't think you went back far enough. No, I think you went too far. Go forward again. I just want to see what he said about the winter region.
She has a shocking tale to tell. I think it's right here. I think. We'll be given a quest line to explore these events and enable you to learn about the heart of Adamantia. You'll soon discover the importance of this item as it is related to the Mountain of Eternal Winter, and during your search for the heart of Adamantia, you'll discover Ataraxian.
All these big words.
And finally come face to face with Elezra.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and then at the very end they kind of skip, I don't know, they talk about some other stuff, but then they show a little teaser for the mansion, the mansions that were supposed to come out.
Oh yeah.
They kind of show
For
that
the 10
again.
people that care about housing in this game.
Hey. Hey. Oh, and they had a coupon code. It gave you what did it give you? Kaffir stones or something? I can't remember.
Oh shit, is that still usable?
Probably.
Yeah. Probably.
And then they show this
Let's find out.
this mansion, dude. Yeah, the code is Ataraxian coming. That was it, and then they just show a mansion with a golden horse in the front. Anyway, so I was saying my fear with it is
dull really fast.
well, once you solve a puzzle, like how fun is it going to be to solve the same puzzle again?
Yeah.
You know?
That's the problem with dungeons in general, is just they get dull.
Like if the puzzle is really hard and randomized or ever changing or has like some fight associated with it where it's like hard no matter what and you could make a mistake, then it could be kind of fun. But if it's just like a straight up puzzle, like hey, you have to find out where this piece is, and when you insert this into the wall, it opens this door, and it's like, well, that's fun the first time when you're trying to figure it out, but how fun is that on your second, third, fourth, 10th, 20th time doing it, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone was asking for stuff like this. I mean, frankly, killing mobs constantly also gets equally boring, but yes, I agree with you completely. Hopefully they designed it in a way where it's dynamic enough to at least keep it semi-fresh from time to time. But yeah.
I'm waiting for Reslar to accept that he's not getting whatever the reward is.
No, I just received it. I just got it.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's 100 Kron stones, 5 Elion blessings, and 2, what are they called again? Supreme? Yeah, Supreme Old Moon Scrolls.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't used those.
So
yet.
Pen Blackstar attempt coming?
Hell yeah.
Man, I gotta tet my boots first. That's my next
They're
thing.
still
I'm
not
gonna do.
tet?
Well, no, because I decided I was gonna finish my second Obsidian piece first, and then I was gonna go for tet boots, and then I'm gonna finish my third Obsidian piece, and then I'm gonna get Pen Kudum, and then finish my fourth Obsidian piece and get Pen Maneuver.
Yeah, this is just a PSA, but if someone has a Pen Blackstar they want to sell me, any class, any weapon type, main hand, awakening, I don't care.
Don't do it.
Sell it to me, please. I have 100
Don't
bill
do it.
ready to go. I will buy it right now. Just throwing that out there. You know, do an old guy a favor.
Do an old guy a favor.
You know, think of all the things you could buy with the 75 bill you get after taxes. Actually, it'd be like 85 bill. You know, I need a Pen Blackstar. I'm desperate. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm excited for this dungeon. I think it'll be super fun.
Yeah.
And I hope it has some replayability, and I hope they update. Like, it would actually be cool if, like, every time they release like a new season, they update the existing puzzles. But that's a lot of work to upkeep forever, you know. So I don't know. But they did say they're going to keep expanding the dungeon, so we'll see.
Yeah. Hopefully that keeps it fresh.
I'm really curious. Obviously, the rewards and how long is the dungeon going to take to complete from start to finish?
Yeah, that's true. My big concern is those rewards, though, because just like with the other content that they thought would be super popular, ended up not being popular at all, because after the first week of everyone doing it and getting the initial achievements, it just wasn't worth it. The rewards were pretty lackluster.
So I know we kind of always go into this whenever there's some new content announced, but what type of rewards do they need to give for you to go to this more than once?
You know, that's a good
You
question.
remember Shadow Arena?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, even
It's funny, at the
nowadays, those
time-
rewards wouldn't be that
Yeah,
worth
yeah, yeah.
all
That's
that much.
exactly what I was about to say. What's funny is that at the time, Shadow Arena's rewards were considered like insane. Nowadays, like they'd still probably be good, especially if you're like lower geared, but it wouldn't be like you're literally wasting your time if you're not running Shadow Arena.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this answer is always the same, but like equivalent to like this is going to be kind of an oxymoron, but like a low high end spot. You know what I'm saying?
Right, with a loot scroll.
Yeah, like just like it doesn't have to be like best because you don't want it to be best because you don't want people to feel like they're forced to do it. But yeah, I mean, you want it to be good. I mean, maybe the different difficulties obviously adds an element of like, the lower level maybe giving a little bit less. But yeah, like I don't know. It should be at the least comparable to grinding at like a fairly like low tier high end spot, which again I know is an oxymoron, but you know what I mean.
So, let's say the dungeon takes 1 full hour. Would you be okay with at the end of the hour you get a chest, and you open the chest and it gives you 3 cron stones, 2 kaffir stones, 11 dust, 1 hard, 1 sharp, and 10 armor stones?
Yeah, I don't think I would be okay with that in all honesty.
It totals out to like almost 30 mil. What about it also comes with a blessed message scroll for EXP?
What about it if it comes with a GM box too?
You know
Just
why deep down it's
know?
funny? Because it's fucking possible that's
Oh
the
yeah,
reward.
100%. 100%. 100%.
But then there's a low chance in the box that you get an enhanced version of Rakaba helmet. It's just specifically Rakaba helmet and no other piece. Oh. It could be enhanced all the way up to try. Oh, that'd be so hype, dude. You could devour it for like a 40 stack. Oh man.
The grind spots though, they've been doing a lot with the grind spots.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that they actually do something.
But you know what they could do to make it? They can keep their RNG formula, but still make the reward like feel worth going to. Is imagine if you went and it gave you a Kaffir's bundle, it gave you a Kaffir's bundle. I don't know, maybe like a 20 to 30 Kaffir's bundle. It gave you a 20 to 30 Cronstone bundle, and it gave you a gold bar box as well. And then maybe even like they could even do like a ancient spirit dust bundle. Like they could add like a bunch of stuff where it's like you're just opening a bunch of crap at the end, and like worst case you get like 150 mil, but you might get super RNG carried and get like 500 or 600 mil or something like that, worth the shit. I think that'd actually be kind of cool. Like worst case from the gold bar box, you get 100 mil gold bar, you get 20 cron stones, 20 kaffir stones, and then like I don't know, something random. 1 to 100 Kaffir's bundle. Yeah, but then you have a chance to get 1 and you're gonna feel so sad.
that sounds more like in line with how Pearl Abyss does things.
Yeah, they could do a little memory fragment bundle in there, dude.
Everything
also.
gambling, so you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. It could be interesting, dude. Yeah, and then just I don't know, we'll see. I'm really curious what they end up doing. But some of the bosses, you're right, Nash. Like they've made the bosses a lot better. The gold bars that you get from bosses, the random fail stacks you can get from field bosses, the dust you can get from field bosses. The only one that's kind of like makes me a little bit nervous because Nightmare Zarka rewards are pretty cool. Nightmare Karanda rewards are kind of cool. The way they're updating the Nuva rewards is kind of interesting. But Kudum rewards are awful on the new Kudum, Thundercloud Kudum. So
yeah, I mean, I have some faith that they'll actually do the rewards right, because I mean, you look at these Hadoomed grind spots and all the things that you mentioned with the new bosses and whatnot. I gotta give them a chance to.
Yeah. Oh, Nash got busted.
He got grabbed by a Zerker.
He did. He got grabbed by a berserker.
Wife randomly pulled the door open to ask me something, and it was like really loud. But yeah, no, they definitely they've been doing it right with the PvE, I feel. I mean, some may argue that they went a little overboard on, say, orcs, for example, with how much money you can make in Bloody Monastery, but it is what it is. It's in the game now. People are used to it. So hopefully they do something that's of value to people. I think the gold bar box is an interesting idea because there's a potential you could actually get some really good value out of it. More than likely
Yeah.
you won't.
Some
So
peop-
I think it needs to be like a combination of things. And I think they need to hit like a variety of markets with it too, like not just strictly silver and like enhancement materials, but maybe have the option to select what you want reward wise, like maybe something as simple as like
war medals for people
like-
that don't want a node war for those.
war medals.
Well,
yeah,
seriously,
with
like the new medals,
yeah,
like you're
with the
gonna
new-
need them to buy like
you
a bunch
will
of
need
stuff.
them. No, I wasn't laughing in the sense of like that's a horrible.
Why are you
idea.
laughing
That's
at that?
actually
It's a cool idea, Nashi.
It's great. But no, another idea for like people that are interested in say mount enhancements, with T10 being available,
Wait.
it's definitely
What chat? No, his wife's not actually a Zerker. Sorry, go on, Nashi.
I don't even know how to respond to that. But yeah, no, maybe people that want to do horse enhancements, make it worthwhile for a larger group of people rather than just the standard people looking to just make cash. Maybe tangible items that they can use that are hard to achieve and get. I think that would be a very good approach because then it keeps it worth it. You're always going to find groups then that are interested in doing it because they want those materials. So.
Dude, what about a in one of the boxes you have a chance to even get pearls? That would actually be sick.
Yeah.
Stop with the fucking box.
Why not?
Dude, dude, you know what? All right, Resler. Like as much as everyone hates RNG, like you can make boxes good enough to where you're actually like kind of hyped to open them.
Yeah. I mean,
you can, and if they make boxes that are worth opening, that like the worst reward you get is, I don't know, you get Kaffir stones or something, but the best reward is you get, like, imagine a Cronstone box where it's like worst case you get 20 Cronstones, best case is, or like the highest amount you can get is 30, but then there's like someone was saying in chat, a 0.1% chance to get a Jay's hammer out of it. Like, wouldn't that be nuts? You'd be hyped to open that, dude.
That would be pretty fucking hype.
What, you don't like RNG box? All right, what about this?
The game is littered with
I'm
it.
not.
You might as
I'm
well
not a
accept
fan.
it.
Here's the thing. I'm not a fan of RNG boxes as a form of income.
All right, what if the RNG box had a chance to give you the chance to buy pearls?
Stop. Listen. If there's an RNG box element, like I get that that's like fun or whatever, but like it should still just be decent base money.
I'm just doing my part as a BDO partner to try to sell some pearls.
This is like
and a white knight. Yeah,
it can't be like Zarka. It can't be like Zarka, where 9 times out of 10 you get like 50 mil worth of shit, and then one time you get like 300 mil, and so it's like, oh yeah, fun. Because
no, it can't.
This should actually
right.
be income.
But that's why I was saying, like, at the very, like, you used as an example yourself the Shadow Arena, and that had a really good way of, like, even worst case scenario you got decent money, best case you got really carried because you might get an accessory box or whatever.
The good thing about the Shadow Arena was
idea.
the fights too. That was it wasn't boring, it was fun until the hackers came in, then it ruined everything.
You mean day one?
It wasn't as bad day one.
Yeah, it's because the hackers were still programming.
I personally really enjoyed Shadow Arena, and I hate that they removed it from the game and like just made it its own thing.
They ruined that content by putting it in its own standalone.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it's hard to like balance it with the rest of the game, but like that really was like, I don't know, like obviously you hated it, Frosty. I know you hated the shit out of it, but like for me, it was a really fun thing where it was like, I don't really feel like grinding. I don't really want to spend like an hour to like grind out a loot scroll, like not, whatever. And it's like, I can go make a little bit of money like doing this, and I can play a class that I don't usually play, and just have fun and make like a little chunk of change. It's nothing crazy. It's
But-
nothing like insane, but just fun.
That's
The idea of
confused me,
it was
like-
cool. Yeah, I just feel like they made some of the fun classes really boring and awful in there, and it made it not fun. The idea of it
Yeah.
was really cool. Would have been better with just Musk.
I like my thing is like Rosalie, I know you mentioned that it was hard to balance, but that's because they were using the actual like standard characters that we
Dude,
have
they
in game
were-
with
yeah,
the skills. They
there's-
could have literally just created new sets of characters. I mean, they did that anyways, basically.
Yeah, dude, that's Stone
and
Guy.
just make them not accessible to anyone to create an actual character of. It's just
For-
only through.
That's true.
Yeah, no,
Someone's
I agree.
asking what the fuck is Shadow Arena. So for those who don't know, there was a period
Oh,
of time. I don't even know how long was it in the game. Was there like 4 months maybe or 5 months? Like it wasn't even that long.
Yeah.
No, less than that.
But it was a battle royale where you started off as a little ball, Black Spirit ball. You got launched into the world, which that part was the most fun part about
yeah.
about Shadow Arena. You got
Everyone had a
launched
good
in
time.
as this bouncy ball and you floated around looking for a class. There's just like random classes all over the map. You run into a class, you become that class, and you go kill mobs and stuff, and you get items from them. Like you could get Kudum and whatever items you got at the end, they were worth like a silver amount. And whatever place you got like more crap. But it was fun. It was like kind of fun. The idea of it was fun. It just was like, I don't know how fun I can have when I only have Ground Slam for 25 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there on a Sork using Claws of Darkness for 20
But see,
minutes. Gets old.
they've improved a lot of that in the standalone game. So like if they could have just brought that to like the version that was in BDO, like I don't know.
Yeah. Like I said, they
Because like in the standalone version, you choose your character before you go into the game, so there's no like looking around for a good class or whatever. You also get your abilities like way easier, way faster. You can take like items with you into the next like round or whatever. Like they made a lot of like really nice QOL improvements over like our version of the game that was in BDO.
Yeah, it was in BDO. Like, so you got the rewards basically in your... Actually, that's what created the Black Spirit safe. I think that's what we got the safe from.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
But the rewards
Because
would
everything
go to your
before
safe.
that was in the mail, right?
Yeah, I think it was in the mail. So it would go to your Black Spirit safe, and you actually like got the stuff from it. And it was
Yeah.
fun. The two big problems with it to me were the classes felt limited. They didn't have every class for whatever reason, and it was filled with hackers and cheaters and people
yeah.
trying to exploit it. But then they also like they got so caught up on balancing it that they like stopped balancing the actual game, but were like balancing skills that like negatively affected in game. Like
Yep.
Twisted Collision doesn't have frontal guard on Mystic during the Shadow Arena days, and they never got it back.
Yeah,
It
they
was
also
weird.
made the rewards way too good at the time. So there were a lot of people who were just like, what was the strat? It was like to just go in, basically wait until you were in the top like 30 or something, I think, and then just like leave. And you got like a certain bundle that was
Yeah.
worth a certain amount of money. And if you did it in a certain amount of time, then you were making like absolute insane silver per hour or some shit like that. I don't remember exactly how the strats went, but people started just like abusing it to like make money more so than just like having fun. And so a combination of all of these things led to Perlibis deciding to remove it and make it its own standalone game called Shadow Arena, which is very, very different from the Shadow Arena that we had in BDO. But
And
it is
a wild
it is there.
success.
It is there if you want to play it. You can go play Rockman. They have their own classes. One of them is
that
Rockman,
was the original Sage.
which everyone thought was going to be Sage.
Yeah.
Remember that shit, dude? That was
Yeah.
crazy.
So I don't know why they didn't try to attack the hackers. Maybe it was a combination, like you guys are saying, the hackers plus people just trying to abuse it for economic gain, which understandably so. But it's just too many problems, and it just wasn't salvageable in their opinion.
Yeah. Well, also like this was really before they started really giving two shits about like hackers and bots and all that stuff, right? Like they didn't really care about it at that time. Because
Yeah.
remember, I think this was still when like you couldn't go into Ackman or Histria without having either a bot or someone speaking like Portuguese or something. Like, it was
Yeah.
so prevalent. It was so prevalent to have like
I don't know how they
bots
couldn't.
or
Well, all right. So there was the other part of the problem was the hackers were an issue because they could create new accounts during that particular time period. There was a promotion.
yeah. Yeah.
That's what made it really a big problem. They really fucked up doing that.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that was a time. That was an interesting time.
Sounds like a dope concept, but it was
When was
poorly
that? Like
implemented.
2019? When was that?
Yeah, it was after the
Ew,
CC
actually.
changes. So yeah, probably.
Because I remember it was kind of late on the BR craze. Because the BR craze was like 2018,
Yeah,
right? And
it
I remember
was-
this being like kind of late.
Yeah, it was pretty late, but it was actually pretty fresh and fun to play. At least in my opinion, it was fun.
Yeah. I agree.
Anyway, Shadow Arena. Thanks, hackers.
Fun fact:
Really good
there's a video on the YouTube channel, of me and Nyashi playing Shadow Arena when it first came out. And
Well,
did we win a game, Nyashi?
on the standalone?
Yeah, the standalone version. I don't think we ever won.
No, I think we got close, but I don't think we won.
Well, yeah, we came in second one time to Blade and his friend. Remember?
Yeah, they were streaming. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, that was a good time. That was a good time.
You know what else is crazy though? If you want to be completely historical here, I'm pretty sure if you go way back, there's a video of you trying out Shadow Arena when it was on Global Labs for the
Oh,
actual
true.
game, Rezlar.
That's true.
Oh, is there?
I'm pretty sure you tested it out. At some
I
point.
did. Yeah. I did. Yeah. No, 100% I did. I
can't
downloaded
remember.
Global Labs specifically to test out Shadow Arena. And it was like fucking 4 in the morning or some shit, and I was so tired.
Did you not put it on? Oh, wait, yeah, here we go. 2 years ago, Shadow Arena 4 full matches. Yeah, from December 3rd, 2018.
Yeah.
Did you catch?
Yeah, so it was 2019 when it came out to us then, because that was on December 3rd on Global Labs, I believe,
Oops.
if I'm
Wait,
not mistaken.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, so you literally bounced in as a Black Spirit Ball. Look at that. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, and I think I was talking to you during this recording, wasn't I? Or I was
Were
talking
you?
to somebody. I don't
Dude,
remember if you
Look
or
at
not.
this was the most fun part, is flying around as the little Black Spirit Ball.
Yeah.
This is what I liked about the game. Look at Rezlar took it too seriously. It was like trying to be a flight simulator.
Yeah,
yeah,
so you would get launched and then you had to find a class, essentially. There were just like classes laying
Yeah.
around. You
Dead
had to
bodies,
find
dude. Look.
one.
In this one, you grab
Yeah,
the
basically.
warrior that's laying on the ground. You talk to it, and boom, you're a warrior.
Yeah,
with a
and then
stun
you have
trap,
to
a pot.
kill. You have to kill mobs to get skills and weapons, and then you have to fight other players who have also taken over bodies.
Dude,
It was great times.
this is disgusting.
Look at this high quality PvP going on right now,
High octane combat.
dude. I'm getting my ass kicked. Holy shit!
Yeah, dude, this
Huh.
is.
Oh, dick for skills. Do I have guard?
You don't even have block, dude. You're like, I don't have dick for skills. Here, let's
Yeah.
see. Let's cut through.
You had to
Once
find
Rezar has
skills.
more gear. Look at how geared you are now. Later on in this round.
Yeah. And I have skills too. If you look on the right, there's all your skills. So I had ground
yeah.
slam, forward thrust or charging thrust. What is that? Shield charge, I guess. Slashing, or not slashing. Fucking Scars of Dusk, and a grab.
And if you went outside the zone, do you instant die?
No, it was like
No,
how the AoE is. You get
Yeah,
damage
the
picked.
little black spirit guys would pop up and do AoEs.
You could dodge it though.
Look at this. Doesn't look glitchy at all. Look at this. Yeah, this looks normal. There's people just flying around skating. I don't know what the hell's happening.
No, that's a mob.
Yeah.
I don't
those are
care, dude.
mobs.
It still looks glitchy. This looks disgusting.
Yeah,
It got pretty crazy though when you
I'm pretty sure I won.
Oh, that
one of
was
these
the other thing I
matches.
hated about it is you were forced to be zoomed in.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, that
oh,
was
I
one of the worst
hated that, dude.
things.
Yeah, when you killed someone, you got all their stuff.
Yeah.
See, like, there's a little black spirit guy that would do damage to you.
High octane combat.
Dude. He has Crowflare and Claws of Darkness. Get him, Reslar. Oh my god.
When the most fun thing in the game turns out that you reduce the combat. Oh,
What are you
Rezar died.
doing?
He's following. He's dead. He's
Oh,
following.
Yeah,
when you
I
died, you
think
became a black
I'm dead
spirit?
at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're like spectating essentially.
Shit's your Archer
The-
PvP. Oh,
this
wait,
was-
was
this
Archer
was-
one of them?
Archer was on Global Labs at this time.
Oh, okay.
It was about to come out, and this other Archer for some reason wanted to fight me, and so I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll try.
Yeah, that was when when Archer used to have a stamina bar. Anyway, yeah, it was kind of cool, but also I hated it.
Now, another Shadow Arena video, dude.
Here's what I'll say
we do.
though, Rez. I liked that people were having fun in it. Like it wasn't like
Yeah.
it being in the game bothered me. I just personally didn't enjoy playing it, but it was like it cleared up a bunch of grind spots for me.
it
Oh,
did,
yeah,
it did do that. Yeah,
Holy
it
shit.
did.
So I was completely fine with people being in there, and I think it helped. Like, dude, at the time I was a GM, and because it was so easy and people actually had fun doing it, like people were actually making gains during that time. Whereas like
Yeah.
before that, it was like, dude, you guys, you gotta gear up, please do something.
Grind.
And you also had a lot of people like there was a lot more community involvement because it was like people were searching for Shadow Arena teams like in the guild. They're like, hey, anybody want to do like a 3-man Shadow Arena like run for a couple hours? So it was like, because this was before a lot of the group grind spots that we have today, right?
Yeah, this was also in that weird spot where most people couldn't grind Hystria, so you were either making 25 or 30 mil an hour at a spot, or you were making 120 mil an hour, depending on your gear. So it was like, well, I'm gonna go to Shadow Arena then make 100 mil an hour just playing this game. And dude, the other problem here was my problem with it also as a GM though. As much as I like that people were getting gains, a lot of people were also reletting because they're like, well, I'll just make my money back in Shadow Arena. I don't need my gear.
Yeah, you don't need gear anymore. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. All right. So that's I don't know. That's the Shadow Arena segment of the day. The new dungeon looks awesome. Moving on, Heidel Ball was announced for June 19th. It's in what, 4 weeks? Today's the 24th, 3 or 4 weeks. Saturday, June 19th. Adventurers, get ready for a second Heidel Ball. I forgot that they only technically had one other Heidel Ball because they keep having the banquets. But
Yeah.
the last Heidel Ball is where the Shy was announced. One of the greatest classes. And they do have a picture of Papoose here. Or sea otters, whatever these are. Wearing swimming trunks and underpants. Despite the Heidel Ball being an online event, once again, the Black Desert teams will do our best to make the Heidel Ball an unforgettable experience for all of our adventurers. We hope all... I don't know why they don't put of. It's kind of bothering me. We hope all of our Black Desert adventurers will join us for the wonderful festivities. See you all on Saturday, June 19th. So, I don't know. What are you guys expecting from this? Because we kind of have like a long list of content that still isn't out. Let me see if I could find it on Reddit. Someone had a really cool post about this that was like
The map.
kind of interesting.
Was there like some visualized map that they did?
I don't think it was a map. It was like a... Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I could find it.
What is a Heidel Ball? It's basically, PA patting himself on the back about
Here
the
we
good
go.
job that they did.
Someone said, Heidel Ball is supposed to be in 16 days. Here's a list of features PA showed us during the Calpheon Ball back in December. Not a single one has been implemented. Node War reorganized, Guild Home server
yeah, I saw
benefits,
this.
server versus server competition, 10v10 PvP crew match ranking system, capture the flag, and more PvP content. Black Star raid, Epic Quest expansion on extreme challenges and rewards. Winter Mountain, Home of the Guardian. Mini raids versus Queen Murawak. Hardcore hunting grounds. Solo dungeons. Mansion housing system. Co-op dungeons. Ataraxian and Morning Country Port Rat expansion. Now, granted, some of these they said weren't coming for a long time, but some of these they didn't give a date, and it's like, all right, well, since your last ball, you literally have released none of this stuff.
Well, yeah, it'll be interesting what they say, if they mention those things again, or if they have a new list of content that they quote unquote will deliver.
I'm pretty sure at least some of these things they'll be like, hey, we're still working on this. Some of it they'll
Yeah.
just act like they never said in the first place, like rock climbing.
I forgot to mention that Ataraxian, they did give a release date for KR. It's coming June 2nd.
Really?
Yeah.
That'll be good.
So we'll be able to see what KR does. I'm not even going to look. Like, I'm going to watch, like, some videos just to see if, like, it looks like people are having fun. But I don't want to know how to do the puzzles. I want to actually discover it for the first time ever with my group. Hopefully, I can find 4 other people that also don't like, oh, I know how to beat this first time through. This is easy, you know? See what happens.
You're not the type to watch movie reviews before you go see it? Find out all the fucking spoilers right away?
No. So is there anything that's not on that list of things already announced from the past that you guys are expecting? Do you think there will be a new class?
I think
Yeah, actually, I think there will be a new class.
Yeah, they probably won't announce, but they'll probably release a teaser for it. They may announce it. No,
Instead
I
of
doubt
a-
they announce it. They're just gonna tease it.
Instead of
They're
a
gonna have-
floating box, it'll be just a giant fucking.
They're gonna
circle
have
around.
a teaser video. They're gonna have a teaser video, and then they're gonna be like pre-creation coming like a month or something, and then in 2 weeks they'll drop like a video talking about it or whatever. Probably.
Do you think
How do
it'll,
you
will it say
How do you
but
follow
not?
up the sage though? Like he's supposed to be like the big smart guy, you know, like
Playable
he was-
papas.
Playable papas.
That's what has me worried is this image of Papoose.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Do you think they'll probably announce that console can upgrade to C6 from 5? That'll be big.
Poor console.
Yeah, so I don't know. They're probably gonna have a teaser video for the new class. I doubt they announce it personally. I mean, maybe, but I doubt it.
I mean, I kind of think that they'll probably just focus a lot of their attention on the new dungeon, right? Doesn't that seem realistic?
Yeah, they're probably gonna talk a lot about the dungeon.
But
Obviously, they're probably gonna formally announce like / reveal things to do with the mansion, since they just kind of slapped that at the end of the Ataraxian teaser video. They're probably gonna like fully announce and showcase that whole functionality, I assume, because that tells me that they're like ready to like show it off, right? If they're putting like teaser
Yeah.
videos out.
yeah, I was gonna say, but what's the point of the Ataraxian? Like, why would they have the Ataraxian at the Heidel Ball when it's already been out for 3 weeks?
Because they got nothing else that they can
They have nothing new.
I don't know. Maybe they'll announce new Elvia zones with like maybe Calpheon or Media.
I still kind of feel like it's too early for that. I doubt that. Fallen God, maybe. I could see another Fallen God piece.
They need to announce another Fallen God piece.
But didn't they specifically say that they felt like they released Fallen God too early and that it was a mistake?
I don't remember.
I don't
remember that. It might have been how you felt.
I thought I heard that somewhere, but maybe I'm incorrect. But yeah, I could, because it's been a while since Fallen God Chest, right? So I could definitely see them saying that they're releasing the next Fallen God piece, which is probably going to be Helmet? Question mark.
Yeah, in that interview Heiden did with the player from Korea, he said that they talked about on the Korean forums, the devs talked about the next Fallen God would be the helmet, but that was like way back in December, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could see that because it's been a while. I think it's been. I think it hasn't been long enough for the next Hadoom region. I feel like if they went at that pace, they would like make everything Hadoom too quickly, and they really. I think they want to probably drag that out a little bit longer. So yeah, I don't know. Probably. I don't. They didn't really say much about the winter region last go around, but I feel like they're probably gonna announce a date here.
Oh, I got it. I got it, guys.
All right, what is it?
They're gonna announce Naval War Combat's finally coming.
Fuck up. I hope they announce Maywall nerfs.
Oh no, please don't do it.
I hope they nerf New Year's Eve.
You know,
Well,
some Maywalls actually do hope that.
I mean, as long as they buff the other skills.
You know,
So yeah, I don't know. I expect Ataraxian like in-depth showcase, new teaser class video, probably an announcement of a release date for the new winter region, which for KR will be in like a month or 2 weeks or something, and then for us will be like I don't know, like 2 months, 3 months, something like that probably.
Here's the real question: are we getting J hammers?
Yeah.
you
Almost
think we
certainly.
will?
Yeah.
I don't think so, dude.
mean,
Those J hammers were
maybe.
like kind of a. I feel like the J hammers, we got them because of there was they're announcing the transfer to Pearl Abyss, so they're celebrating that. It was New Year's, it was the Calpheon Ball, it was Christmas. It was like so many like celebratory events that I don't know. Like I can't imagine getting J
But
hammers again.
now the transfer is almost complete. Aren't we like 7 days away from the transfer
Yeah,
being
see?
completed?
This is a reward for all those that did the transfer.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't, but I feel like they will.
I mean,
didn't.
don't
And
get
by
me
the way,
wrong.
I am not one of those people that thought the last time around that we were gonna get hammers when everybody was like,
That
"Oh,
was
they're
the
gonna give us
first
hammers."
time ever that they did something like that. So
Well, no, he's talking about like when they announced Sage, I think, for that event,
Oh.
right? That NA event.
Yeah,
Dude,
whatever big stream event thing they did last time where people were like, "We better get hammers." It's like they're not gonna give hammers for this. You are stupid if you think they are.
Dude, I just am like, don't get me wrong, man. I want them to give hammers because I'm trying to buy a Pen Blackstar and I need someone to make me one. So if you have a Pen
well,
Blackstar,
at least you're willing to spend the money. That's the important thing.
yeah.
You
I
put in the
also,
work.
man, I don't think this is gonna happen, but god damn it, I hope it does. I hope they announce no door changes.
Yeah.
Like they officially
Yeah,
announce
they
and
really
give us
need
a
to.
date. I don't think they will, in all honesty, but I fucking hope I'm proven wrong because we need those.
I really hope they change the cap too, honestly.
Yeah, they need to put through the changes as soon as they can because no war
Oh,
it's
that-
it's dying.
They'll probably announce a new season's coming and people will be so
Yeah.
hyped about it since they skipped it for
Oh yeah,
3
they
months.
probably will. I
I
could see
forgot
that.
about
I could
that.
see that. Yeah.
we need
And
a
then with
drinking game.
Sage too. Oh my god.
All right. We have a 1 hour until war, so do we want to get to the painful part?
What's the painful part?
It's the last thing we have to do today
Alright,
The bets.
the
before
bets.
comments.
I am queued up and ready.
Yeah, okay. So our tournament bets. First of all, Rezlar, what'd you think of the tournament overall, the finals?
Really dope actually. Armin and Vert did fucking awesome, I thought.
Agreed.
I was a little upset on behalf of all Shies that they were taking their finals, as a joke. But I feel like it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you don't take the Shy finals seriously, then it's like you're kind of disrespecting Shy players. But if you do take the Shy finals seriously, you're fucking taking Shy finals seriously.
Yeah.
So it's a lose-lose.
I mean, to be fair, Vert had a very serious face on the whole time he was wearing his hair.
He did. And my favorite part about that whole thing was Armin desperately trying not to laugh, and he
couldn't hold
couldn't
it
hold
back.
it in. That shit was so funny, dude. But yeah, man, I loved it, and I really hope that they continue this and they do more of this. I hope they see that there's a lot of interest in this, and that there's and I mean, I know that this is gonna sound like stupid or whatever, but it's how businesses think. There's a lot of fucking profit in this.
Oh,
Like,
there's tons. With all the viewership they got, like
yeah, like again, this isn't something that we think about as consumers, but it's something you have to think about when you're like running a business. Is this something that's profitable for us to do, right? And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if Vert or Armin got paid for what they did. I feel like they probably didn't. They probably got their tickets paid for in their hotels. I could see that, but it was probably more of like a volunteer thing.
They probably
I
got
don't
paid
know. Maybe
millions.
one of them maybe could disprove that, but I feel like probably Perlibis paid for their flights and their hotels and stuff, and then it was just kind of like voluntarily casting. So it doesn't seem like it's super expensive, and there's obviously a lot of interest in it. There were a lot of viewers. I think at one point they got up to like
I think they
over
probably got.
40,000 viewers or something.
I think they probably got paid. I don't know
You think they
100%
did?
like what. I'm pretty sure they got paid though.
I wonder if they're allowed to disclose that. Probably
They
not.
probably might be allowed, but most likely don't want to. I mean, that's a.
Maybe not. I mean, we don't need to know how much. Just need to know if they did or not.
Oh right.
I don't know. Maybe Armin could tell us.
I was gonna
but,
say, what do you
um,
think the profit was for Pearl Abyss? Because I don't see where the money.
Well,
would be
they
coming
didn't. But no. No.
Okay.
They didn't. Like they didn't on this stream. What I'm saying is like potential, right?
Okay,
The
okay.
potential for profit.
Yeah.
Like if you continue down this path and you monetize it in some way or the other, whether it's just through like advertising, sponsors, you know, even just fucking running ads on Twitch like during intermissions or something like that, because we literally just at times were sitting there for 30 minutes waiting for the next round of fights to start, right? I'm not saying run 30 minutes of ads, but like there's opportunities to run ads on Twitch stream, which I know doesn't gain a lot of money, but like there's a lot of ways that you can monetize this thing. And again, like I said, I think at one point they got up to like around 40,000 viewers, which is like a lot. You know what I'm saying?
it is a lot.
Yeah, and for their first stream, they did super well in terms of like the production quality. Again, Armin and Vert were just fucking fantastic. The only guy that seemed to be sleeping on the job was the sound guy because he constantly forgot to swap like the music over to the in-game sound and shit.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. Like at one point, like we were hearing the in-game sounds, but I guess Armin was still hearing the music, so he was like, "The music's still going, so this is fucking intense." So, but yeah, it was really dope, honestly. And I hope that they do more of it. I really do. And
Yeah,
I'm not
me too.
just saying that because we got to cast some of the early fights, which was also really dope and super fun, and I hope we get to do it again later.
Yeah, that actually was super fun. Yeah, I like, dude, the finals were epic. That Striker finals, man. Oh my god.
That was
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah.
Dude, and
Dude,
like
so many of the fights were like so good.
and the crazy thing too is that it was a 3-0, but one of the most intense fights to me where I was like literally at the edge of my seat was the Flannels one, because you knew
Yeah.
if he gets hit by that Ranger, it is all over. So it was just this intensity of like, dude, this guy is literally like playing with fire and everything he does. I don't know. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Anyway,
watching
so
that
yeah,
fight.
I think I speak for all of us here when I say Perlibis, please do more. That was fantastic. And I believe I forget the guy's name that was with Armin and Vert on stream.
Lemuria.
Was it Lemuria?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe
GM Lemuria.
he said like he de facto said like we'll see you for the trial tournament. So that is, as far as I'm concerned, 100% confirmed going to happen. Which is awesome. Because again, like there are a lot of people who maybe wanted to compete but feel like they can't because of their gear, and so offering them a trial
Well,
option is just awesome.
the ones that are doing the trial tournament were the ones that made it to the qualifiers of each respective class. So it's not like
Well,
a new set of participants, is from my understanding.
hopefully that's not what happens. Hopefully they realize that that is completely backwards from if you wanted to put a restriction on like that, then you should do it the opposite way. But that restriction actually shouldn't be there.
Well, it'll be tough too, because I think because of the Google Doc thing and because of the 100 days, there's a lot fewer people that were in the tournament than I think that they anticipated, just because people got stuck out. And like, yeah, narrowing it down even further because you had to at least win one match, I feel like means the trial tournament's going to be really tiny.
Yeah. So I really hope, like, I understand that it's gonna have way more people, but like that's a good thing. Like it's a good thing that you started with the smaller tournament so you could figure out how everything works and work out the kinks and figure out how you want to run things, who's good at what, like et cetera, et cetera. Now you can take on a little bit bigger of a project with with the trial tournament where I mean, you don't know for sure, but almost certainly know that more people are going to apply. There's going to be more fights, et cetera, et cetera. And like, I don't know. I really hope that they don't do, and I don't know what the source for that is, so I don't know. Like,
That is what they said
say?
originally. That was like always the thing. I've heard this.
Was that
same
like
thing
an
a million
official
times.
announcement or like
Yeah,
in
I
the
think when they
Discord, or
first
like
mentioned the both tournaments before it even began.
Yeah. I really hope that's not the case because that really goes against what trials should be about. Like, if you're going to run a trial tournament, the whole point of it being a trial tournament is you're trying to allow as many people to participate like as possible on a fair plane, right? So it's completely opposite. It's completely antithetical to running a trial tournament in the first place, to have it be so like locked into gear in the first place, right? You're essentially saying to participate in the trial tournament, you have to have like at least a competitive amount of gear and win a fight in the gear tournament, which is, it just goes completely backwards to what trials are all about. So I don't know. I really hope that that's not what they do. I would love to see a trial tournament run exactly like this one. You sign up, you show up, you do your fights. If you're out, you're out. Too bad, so sad. Move on. Once we get down to like the final 16, bring in some volunteer casters. Once you get down to like the finals, make it more serious. Bring in, production team, rent out a space, invite some skilled people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's what I hope for.
Yeah.
I think they will.
Hopefully they will.
Dude, the studio, did it not look real? I have
Look pretty legit.
Dude, I got to see Armin showed me, and then I got to see what it looked like with no production, and that shit was kind of crazy. I think I think someone had it on Reddit, but I don't remember. But it was like, I mean, you literally didn't have like nothing was there. Nothing of what you saw was actually there. It was kind of insane. Like that production team actually was nuts. Like there was no big desk, there was no TVs, there was no like lights, there was no wood floor ramps. It was just a flat, really basic room, and it looked kind of crazy. It was like, I actually was blown away by what the production was able to do to make it look like.
Oh, they did a really good job.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the look on Bert and Armin's face? You're like, are people really looking at us in a blank room?
Yeah.
It was cool. It was actually really well done.
Yeah, man. Hope we get to see more of it. Even if we don't do the trial thing, like just do more stuff like this. Make this make this like a once a year thing.
Junzo in chat said, I feel like the tournament thing will likely end up being an actual event. Do you think that would be the case?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Like
what I'm saying.
like
Make it.
You mean in person, like not online? Or what?
No,
What
I think he just means like it's a regular event.
I think
that
just
they
like
do.
a in-game event kind of thing.
Yeah. I 100% agree. At least that's what I hope it is. I hope they turn it into like, every time around this year we have the 1v1 tournament. That would be really cool, especially since there's literally no outlet for 1v1 content other than just like going in BA and dueling random people that you find.
Oh,
so like this adds a little something
said
to
annual. I'm sorry, reading.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
yeah.
things-
Yearly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well.
is it time?
Yeah, so let me bring this up. Let me move to safe place. Do you have the final score? I have the original image.
I think I sent it to you, didn't I?
You probably did.
Did I not send it to
I
you?
can't remember where, but this was the original list of our bets. So let me explain the rules, and then if you could find that image that you had in either our DMs or whatever. Did you DM it to me?
I guess I didn't know. Hold on. I think I saved it.
Oh, maybe it was
that's
in the group.
actually-
Maybe it was in the group message.
No. I don't think I sent it to you. Hold on.
Okay.
What if the
Okay, here it is. Oh
what-
no,
what
this
if
is the
the,
potential one. That was before it was.
Yeah,
over.
that's the
Okay.
potential one. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I saved the final one though, but I just never sent it for
Okay.
some reason. I just forgot to.
not the backtrack, but Junzo mentioned if the titles were temporary, such as like almost like a championship belt thing, and you
I
had to go
believe
back
they
and
are.
defend
I
it.
believe they. Or no, not the titles. I forget.
Yeah, I was thinking
Something was temporary. I think it's like the skill instructor thing or something. I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, that
I
makes
heard
sense.
something was temporary. I just don't know what. I forget off the top of my head. Okay, so let me explain the rules of this before I pull up the image that Reslar has. So
Yeah, I'm sending it now.
but they are saying the titles are temporary. Yeah, until there's like another tournament in the future. It said on the original page. Okay. So our bet was we each picked who we thought would win and who we thought had the second best chance to win for each class in the tournament. Nyashi, myself, and Reslar all participated, and we assigned a point value. If your first pick wins the tournament, so for example, let's see. Let me find someone where Nyashi actually won this. It's going to be hard. Okay, so Nyashi chose CC My Life. So because CC My Life won, Nyashi gets 2 points. And since only one person, you could pick 2, and since only one person can win in each class, it didn't really matter too much that you picked 2. But however, if, for example, let's see, for Nyashi, he picked Dree and Meef. Since Meef won, I think Meef won, right? Meef won the whole thing. Nyashi only got 1 point.
Yeah.
So, and then what we do is we total up all the points for each of our picks and see who ended up with the most points at the end. And then first place, we don't technically have a prize for Nyashi. Maybe we could come up with something. Second place has to spend at least 1 billion silver enhancing. Third place has to spend more money than Reslar's ever had enhancing. What?
His prize is he's about to get a Tridesto. That's his prize.
Yeah.
That would be I would like that. That's fair.
So here are the results.
Yeah. It's a little messy.
Of the entire thing. It's a little messy. Crossed off all the winners, but essentially Nyashi had...
No, losers. Crossed off all the losers.
He crossed off all the losers. Nyashi had... What is this? Is the red the final score, not the black?
The red is the final score. Yeah.
So Nyashi had 15 points. I had 11. Reslar had 7. So Reslar, I have to just point this out. Reslar only got right Divios. Got 1 point for Divios. Multi, Flannels, and then Paladin and Liquid. I got right, not Coco gave me 1 point. Divios gave me 1 point. Short Fuse gave me 1 point. Blue Dream gave me 1 point. CC gave me 1 point. Multi 2. Flannels 2. Reezy 1 and Sunny 1. And then Nyashi got 1 point from Coco, Divios, Fool, Blue Dream, CC, Flannels, CC and Flannels, he got 2 points each. Meef, he got 1 point. Paladin, 2 points. Liquid, 2, and Sunny, 2. So Nyashi kind of popped off.
Yeah. Nyashi really popped off, except for in the actual tournament, which would have helped me tremendously if he didn't go to the Nyashi spot.
The upsets were fucking Mamo and Choice.
Oh, wait, we need to talk. Wait, hold on. Pause everything. We
Yeah.
need to address the Nyashi spot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh gosh.
And the Nyashi, the Nyashi spot happened. Which...
The real winner is me, ultimately. All the glory and pride is a very accurate statement. I don't know about the pride part.
Somehow the Nyashi spot makes Nyashi feel like a winner, but here is Rez, you can play this. I'll stream this. This is the Nyashi spot, which then was referenced as the Nayaashi spot multiple times during the tournament. It's basically a place where you go to die, and so do your tournament dreams. Here you go.
His backup, but Nayaashi actually goes for the blooming, and it's punished. Wow.
Wait, are you?
Very,
showing it
very
right now?
risky blooming there.
Oh, is it
Ooh,
not
yeah,
streaming
yeah.
on
Take
Discord?
No,
It is
it's
not.
Oh, rip. What? I clicked it. I don't know why it's not. Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard the
something
noise,
did
but
pop
then nothing
up, but-
popped up.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it. Whatever. Is that working now?
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
He's got to be careful not to leave his backup, but Nayaashi actually goes for the blooming, and it's punished. Wow. Very, very risky blooming there.
Ooh, he's
And,
gonna have to take some damage to get out of there or climb.
Yeah, he's in a bad,
He's-
bad spot here.
Yeah,
He's
oh,
stuck between
that's
a
it.
rock and a hard place and dies to the
It
circle,
still
dude.
kills me
he
every
went
time.
into that
Oh.
corner.
Every
That's
fucking time.
unfortunate.
Look how
Yeah,
dumb he looks when
he's
an
stuck
idiot
between a
Maywa.
rock and a hard place and dies to the.
Climb.
Yeah, he's in
So
a
for
bad,
anyone
bad
who's
spot
not
here.
aware of what's
He's
happening right
stuck
here,
between
so
a
you
rock
can
and a
see
hard-
where the zone is like dark all of a sudden. If you go outside into that like dark area, you take what is it, 500 damage a second or something like that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 500
Yeah.
damage per second.
All right, hold on. Pause it right after he does that skill right there.
Nope, you
All right,
made a
no,
mistake. Gotta learn to live
No,
with
come on.
So
Hold on.
He went to
it. What were you saying, Reslar?
Oh my gosh.
the corner as the zone was closing in,
Uh,
and so he was kind of stuck. He had to either climb up, like actually do the fucking climb animation to get to his opponent, or he had to run through the dark zone and take all of that
The problem,
damage.
the problem was the climbing wasn't an option. One, he'd be able to quickly move there. Two,
Yeah, exactly.
I have to guard against the damage, which then at the end, if you notice, I took almost my entire health and HP because he broke through my guard. I
Yeah.
had literally nothing left. All he had to do was sticky snowflake and kill me. So that's
Yeah.
why I had to back up. I had to try to see if I could get through the zone, but I already had too low of HP to be able to manage it. So
Yeah, and so this location, this area where you're blocked off between the zone and the little ledge that you have to climb up, for the rest of the tournament was referred to as the Nayaashi spot. So,
Yeah.
and it'll probably forever be known as the Nayaashi spot.
Probably.
You have officially been immortalized in Arena of Arsha. So, congratulations, I suppose.
yeah, that was just unfortunate. I didn't realize how close the zone would pull in on the first pulse.
Yeah.
That was
He,
really, really, really close.
There are definitely before and after decisions he could have made differently, but he decided, fuck Coco, he's not getting this kill. I'm giving it to, I'm giving it to
Giving it-
God.
Giving it to the Black Spirit.
And what was hilarious is I don't remember which fight it was, but there was one Maywa fight where both the Maywas several rounds went to the Nayaashi spot.
Yes, it was.
I think it might have
was.
been the finals, and I was just laughing my ass
Bert was
off.
saying,
Like, dude, there's-
Jesus, this spot is the Maywa killer.
yeah, I was laughing so hard, dude. I was like, holy shit, something about this zone. It's like a fucking fucking bug zapper. It just like attracts
It
Maywas
was.
to it.
It was, dude. It actually did. It was so funny.
Well, it wasn't even just man. It was a lot of classes went there. A lot of people went there because they were just hoping that they could maybe defend themselves.
Yeah, which that's like, man, that I don't want to derail too much, but like the V strategies.
Yeah,
were
the thing
very
is,
interesting.
someone in chat mentioned this, but the problem is if you don't go there in a Maywa fight, you're gonna get stubbed in the face. So
Right. They
it
needed
just is what it
probably.
is. And then
But
later
like so
on,
many people
later on, they nerf V to where you're super
Yeah.
exposed with the sound, and they can literally follow you. So then it's even worse.
Yeah, they
So-
really need to disable that. But
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
many people were Ving in the worst spots they could possibly V to. Like they would either be right on the edge, like not quite in the zone, but almost in it, or
Yeah.
just barely in the zone. And it's like, okay, you either need to be like far away from the zone, or you need to be all the way against the wall in that shit.
Well, there was even a
Because-
couple times where people were like literally all the way against the edge. Like
But
they
that's
had
what
to
you-
move a lot in,
Yeah.
in to get
But
back
that's
in.
that's where you need to be though. If your opponent doesn't have a ranged like quick CC, you need to put yourself like on the wall, and that's
Yeah.
why it's like really important that you V early as well. If you V late, and so you're coming out
You're
of V
too
with only
low.
like 1,000 or 1,500 HP, you're gonna die to the zone. So you have to V early with full HP, go to the edge of the wall, and then move into the zone. Just take that 1,000 HP, but at least you're not gonna get instantly CC'd by the opponent.
Yeah, but it's
there was-
weird because
yeah.
in that particular scenario, in that clip, I actually was attempting to V immediately, and it was not going. I actually took the sticky snowflake hit fully before I could pull off the V, which didn't make sense because I didn't get KD'd. I got floated. So I don't know why, but it's a little buggy with being able to V right away.
Anyway, let's spend some money. So Nashi came in first, so he wins. He doesn't really have a prize, but he's going to be trying to upgrade a disto, and he's probably going to get it. A bastard.
What do we do about that? I feel bad that he doesn't have a prize.
I think
I
his
mean-
prize. I think his prize should be for the entire next month. You're not allowed to make fun of Maywas.
Oh, that won't go through.
Well, hold on.
No. Hey, hold
I'm
on.
looking at my calendar.
Let's not do anything rash.
Well, I'm looking at the calendar and I have nothing but making fun of Maywas scheduled. I gotta clear everything?
This whole
Oh
calendar.
my
Think
God.
about how
Just a
much free
blank
time you'll
slate.
have, dude. Think about how much free time you'll have.
Oh,
Oh
my gosh.
no, dude. All right. Well, Nashi. All right. So how are we gonna do this? Reslar got last place because
Yeah.
he's not. He doesn't know.
Well, hold on. Let's be honest
we can-
here.
we
I
can
went
talk
for.
about-
Listen. Hold on. Let me defend myself. I went for some Hail Marys. Okay. Like let's be honest about what happened here. Okay, I went for some Hail Marys. I put my Guildie first in the Tamer tournament, knowing full well that he probably wasn't going to win, and then he couldn't even show up to his first fight because he had to work. I chose 2 people in the Guardian round just because I liked their names. I went for Musassin in the Musa round, and then even worse than that, I picked Nyashi in the Maywa round. So I really went for some Hail Marys here.
Yeah. I don't know if that's an excuse. I'm not really sure what you're trying to say. You made a bunch of bad decisions. I don't know. Yeah, that is what you did.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, picking based on names purely, it was fun for the Shies. I don't know why you did it for every class. So
Hey, I think I beat you on some of these, didn't I? Didn't I beat you on some of these?
yeah.
Yeah, I
Look-
beat you on Musa because you didn't pick Liquid for some reason, which was very confusing to me.
I had
And I
faith.
beat you on Valk because you didn't pick Paladin, which was also very confusing to me.
Well, I actually think I picked good duelists. I just don't know what happened with them.
I have a lot of experience with a lot of these players, but so quite a few of them actually
Dude,
failed me.
That quad fight was so sad
That
to
one-
watch.
it was
yeah, I
sad.
felt so bad.
It was
I knew that was
so-
going to
it
happen.
was like-
too.
It
I
was
called that
like
shit.
you ever have a small child get mad at you and they start like hitting your leg? Like that's what it felt like I was watching, and it was depressing.
Yep. That's why I had
don't-
Liquid first. It wasn't because Quad was not as good. It was just
Like
the
yeah,
gear
dude,
difference
he was
massive.
playing so insanely well, but he just oh man.
Just can't do damage.
Yeah, Liquid's
And the
just
zone,
too
the
geared,
zone
man.
favors gear. It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I have 2 billion silver to spend. Would anyone like to take a guess at how much money I have in my storage right now?
I'm gonna
2
guess you
billion
have
and
2
one.
billion silver exactly.
What would you say, Nashi?
2,000,000,001.
Nyashi wins because he did the Price is Right
Oh,
thing like a
God.
douchebag. So I have 2 billion, 2.1 billion.
Okay. So it's everything you've ever had. stream it on Discord. I have to use the restroom real quick. Are you going first, Rezlar, or should we let?
Am I going?
Or
fir-
Nyashi, you
I mean,
can
I guess
pick.
I
What-
can go first.
You're the winner, Nyashi. What order do you want us to do this in?
Wait,
Yeah?
hold on. I haven't actually bought anything because I'm trying to understand. Do I just have
Right.
to spend 2 billion
Say-
silver? However,
hold on.
or-
Give me a second to discuss that. We're gonna decide that. Let me use the restroom real quick though. It's an emergency.
So,
Nayashi,
so-
since here's your prize, Nayashi. Since you won, you get to choose whether you want to go first or last. So do you want to take up all the RNG early before we go, or do you want to let our failures stack the odds and like fill up the RNG bars, and then you'll go last?
I'll go first. That'll give you time to buy the materials you need.
Yeah. I also don't know. Am I just buying bases, or can I just buy like a couple like duos or something? Like, do I
So-
just have to spend 2 billion
What are you
silver?
What are you planning on buying?
I don't fucking know.
2 billion silver. You could do.
I don't
a
know.
lot
What
of
can I buy with
damage.
2 billion silver? Can I just buy like a duo and smack one thing and let it be over with?
I mean, yeah, you could.
Probably
Probably a duo ogre to try.
a duo ogre to try. Yeah, maybe. How much is that?
Double check.
That's 700. So I could do 2 of those.
You could do
I
a
guess?
try ogre. That would literally be the 2 bill. So you could go for a TED attempt. Do you have a 100 stack?
Yeah, I do. I guess I could do that.
I mean, that's just an option. I'm not suggesting you do that, but who knows? It might turn into something a happy
All right.
surprise.
What do we
Maybe.
decide?
How does this sound,
Alright.
Frosty? So I'm blind. Help. Where did the there it is. So a tri ogering is 1.9 bill. A base is 82 mil.
So you're
That's
gonna
like
go for
almost
10.
exactly 2 bill.
Right.
Is that fair?
I think that's fair. Yeah.
Okay. We'll do that then.
And if it works, he'll have 5 times the value he's ever had. So that's good. You could definitely make some gains off that.
All right, I now have 159 million silver in my bank. All right, so I think I told Nyashi since he won, his prize can be he can decide whether he wants to enhance first or last, and he said he wants to go first.
Okay. You want to go first? All right.
Yeah, I figured you guys needed to buy stuff anyway, so. Let's see here. Wait, was it screen or game that you guys needed in order for it to be better quality?
Game. I think.
I believe game.
I have to make a 20 stack.
So wait, should I just smack this on just like a base 100? Because I do just have a base 100.
I would capper it up. Or not capper it
So
up,
what are
but
you doing? You're
round
going
it up
for a
or-
tri disto on a 71 stack.
I have a
Yeah. Okay.
We can do that.
Interesting. Tri disto on a 71 stack. That is a high stack for a try.
Whatever. Hey, it doesn't matter. As long as it goes, right?
That is a very high stack for a try, and it's crunt. Very, very safe.
Very, very safe.
Helmet, knee pads, and training wheels for this one, huh?
Alright.
Who's counting you down, dude? What's the deal here?
All right, we'll have Roslar count me down.
All right.
Oh boy, you want me counting you down?
Yeah, why not?
All right. So it's gonna be 3, 2, 1, go, and then you're gonna enhance on go. Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right. Here we go. All right. Now she's taking all the RNG early. 3,
My goal.
2, 1, go.
Come on. Oh.
Ah.
Now, because he croned it. Oh no, never mind. He doesn't. He won. He gets to do whatever he wants. Never mind.
Absolutely safe.
Yeah,
he
never
can
mind.
literally do whatever he wants.
Okay. All right. Who's up next? Nayashi, me or Rezlar?
Let's go down the list. Frosty, you next.
All right, I'm next. Okay, so let me do this.
We'll save the big ass enhancement, which is Reslar's for last.
Yeah. So I was gonna just buy a few distos, and I'm just gonna cron them up. But I think I want to buy enough to go all the way to potentially go up to try.
Okay.
So I bought 3. That's about a bill.
That's a little over a bill, I think, isn't it?
No, because they're
no, a little
300 mil
under,
exactly.
little under.
So I'll
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
I'll be willing to buy one more. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
Enhance some cadre rings.
yeah, on handsome catcher. So here we go. I am gonna be crawning as well because, like Nayashe, I like being safe, and I have a lot of cron stones just
Holy shit.
left over from previous failed enhancement session, where every disto I went for downgraded.
Oh, that's rough.
All right, so here we go. This is about the same percent chance as Nayashi's because he valked his. He had a 70 stack for his try.
Pretty damn close.
So here we go. Reslar, count me down.
All
Or
right.
Nayashe
3.
actually gets to. Sorry, go ahead,
All right.
Nayashe. Yeah.
Go Nayashe.
All right.
You winner.
On 1.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1.
Oh shit, I missed.
Oh
There it
my
goes.
gosh.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna fail Pry like bear. Don't do it to me. Okay, we got Pry.
Oh.
Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go.
All right, we got Pry. We got Pry. We got a 40 stack. All right.
Chat's making fun of us for using crons.
I know, chat. You don't understand. Okay. Right.
Yeah,
Nayashe?
NA things. You guys don't get. You don't get. You just don't get the privilege.
This is what NA does. All right, Nayashe. This is my duo
All right.
attempt.
All right, on 1 again.
Duo sucks.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. Okay.
Get it.
You didn't click it late.
Oh, we
Hey!
got duo! That means we're going for try. Oh, don't make
Ooh.
Reslar the only person who loses money again. Oh no, Reslar. Oh no, Reslar, dude.
I mean, isn't that the meme at this point?
Yeah, it kind of is. Dude, try sucks.
I hope Reslar
Try makes
gets
me
it.
nervous. This is so much money, dude. I could just sell this.
You could just sell that.
Unfortunately, you're short of 1 bill, so
Yeah. All right.
You gonna cron this?
Absolutely. I'm gonna Nayashe it up.
No. See, you're about 20 stacks too low.
I'm gonna Nayashe it up, dude. All right. Nayashe, I'm ready. I hate this. I want it to go so
1.
badly.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, come on. Come on. Yes.
Oh my
God.
We're rich, baby. We're rich.
All of his assets are tied up in a pre-order. For
yo,
Piss
some
Black, though.
people never struggle,
Let's
bro.
fucking go, dude.
Yo, Tedder bust.
I'm not tutting.
Yeah,
What?
I don't blame him.
What
I
do you
don't
mean,
blame him.
Tedder butt? Well, Reslar, you're the one who absolutely lost. I only lost.
Tedder bust.
Hold on. This is a build up to yours, Reslar. Yours is going to be the tet that we need.
Chat,
Yeah.
you guys vote. Does he Ted or does he sell?
What are you talking about, Ted? I don't have a 10 stack. My highest stack is a 40. I got to valk it to 50. Wait, my
So
highest
that's like
stack.
a reverse now.
My actual highest stat. Wait, let me see. Do I have any stacks on any characters? Oh, I have a 127.
Dude, easy, Ted.
That's some bullshit.
Ted it.
Am I? No. Do I? Fuck.
Do you have the crons?
Ted it.
Yeah.
You have the crons? You have the crons. I mean, fuck it.
Dude, but this is 5 bill. I'm gonna be so
I like how
sad.
I
if
like
it
I like how you're
downgrades.
acting like you're not gonna get it.
I'm not. Oh my fucking god! I can't believe.
Edit
I'm
and
doing
forget
this,
it.
dude. I can't believe I'm doing this, dude. I'm not the one who lost so badly. It was Reslar.
Just
Dude, but
think,
if you get it,
if
you're
you
the
get it,
biggest
this is-
winner.
This is 17 build towards your next Black Star weapon.
God, I hope it doesn't downgrade. Please don't fucking downgrade. Please, please don't downgrade. Please.
Y'all some bad friends.
I just don't want it to downgrade, dude, because it kills me when it goes down, dude. It makes me feel
especially
so
when you just
bad.
What are they?
Yeah,
Has anyone actually found out the odds of it downgrading versus not when you cron it?
It's like
like
90%.
25%.
It feels
It's
like 90 for
90%.
me, dude. It feels like 90.
It's
Wait,
about,
what is it,
It's
Nayashi?
about 25%. Is from what I heard.
25% chance that it will downgrade?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
I feel like it's more like Frosty said. It feels like a 90, but
It
it's
does, dude.
it's roughly 25%.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
I hate this.
Don't forget the use Cronstone button.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
I hate
Alright.
this.
Can you do
All right,
anything
honestly,
else?
I'm totally okay as long as it doesn't downgrade. Just please don't downgrade. That's all I want. Please do not downgrade. Please, you downgraded me so many times before. Nayashi, count me down.
All right, on go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Did it on a different
Don't downgrade.
count.
Don't downgrade. Oh, it downgraded! Fuck, dude! Why? Why does it downgrade, dude?
Yo, go for try.
Oh man. That's
Oh,
the worst.
dude. There goes my 5 bill, dude. Son of a bitch. Man, she suck, man.
I didn't encourage that.
You basically did.
I just
Nayashi,
counted it.
why
I
did
just
why
counted
did you
that.
change the count on the TED attempt? I feel like Nayashi sabotaged you there.
He did.
The count was to go on 1. You succeeded 3 times, and then he changes it to go.
Oh,
You know,
my
I just
God.
want to point out that this is intended to be punishment for you guys losing.
I think after taxes I still profit a little bit.
Yeah, I think
Right.
you do a little bit.
Because what I
You
bought,
probably-
how many did I buy? 5. Fuck, not really though. I profit like 200 mil.
At
I have to go
SCA,
for
we
try.
don't use
I have to
prawns
go for try
acceptance.
one more time, don't I?
I mean, that's on you.
I mean, you can if you want.
I think I have to. Fuck, man. This sucks, dude.
Oh, I don't think you do this. It's gonna downgrade again. All right, I'll go back to the.
What kind of friend, Nayashi?
I'm trying to say it's a bad idea.
Say you're supposed to tell me I go on 1, dude. That's what worked.
All right. You're gonna go on 1.
Look,
again.
the only reason I'm doing this is because technically I was supposed to lose this money, not gain it. All right, so if this downgrades now and I sell it, I basically
hold
lost
up,
a bill.
Pause.
What?
Pause. That is a fallacy. It wasn't you lose billions of
spend
silver. It
money.
was you gamble. You spend.
Yeah.
I should have lost
fair.
it all, dude. It's all right. You know what?
This one will go.
This is
Make sure
gonna
you
be the last time I'm in this situation.
Make sure you put that stack on.
We're Nayashiing it. Oh my god, dude. All right, Nayashi.
That number's way too low.
Give it to me straight.
All right, we're going on 1.
Dude,
Okay.
That should at least be a 75 stack.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, come on. Just don't downgrade. Just don't downgrade. Oh, we're fucking carried, baby.
man.
Let's go.
Some people never struggle.
Jesus.
There's
Go for
no,
Tet.
there's no way it downgrades
Go for
again,
Tet.
right?
Go for Tet. Go for
It doesn't downgrade. There's no way.
Go for
You still
Tet.
have bronze.
Go for Tet.
Listen, you failed once. That's your bad RNG's gone.
I don't mind failing. I just don't want it to downgrade.
All right. I promise.
I'm gonna do one more.
That it won't
Nayashi
downgrade.
promises me, devs, if you're out there listening, I tried to sell pearl items. Don't do this to me. Do not downgrade this. Please don't downgrade it for me. It's okay if it fails. I can live with the F. Just do not. Please don't downgrade me. Please
What are the
don't
odds of
downgrade
it
me.
downgrading twice in a row? Somebody
It
who's better
happened
at
to
math
me
than
like
high.
20 fucking times, dude.
Pretty high.
The last time I did this,
if it's a
it kept happening.
25% chance, then I don't know how that math works out. But isn't
well,
it like
'cause either way, you're still rolling. The
I
fucking
told you
dice.
it's a 90, it's not 25. Oh my god, I'm shaking.
You got like 2 more attempts in there.
No, I don't.
Holy
This
shit.
is it. This is it. This is legit.
No, I'm
it.
with Nyashi. Hold on, you got more
shut
attempts
the
after
hell up.
this.
This is it, dude. This is fucking it. Nyashi,
On
don't change
one.
the rules, okay? All right.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Just don't downgrade. Don't downgrade, please.
Try to sabotage you again, bro.
Okay. All right, I can live with that. I can live with that. We're selling it now. We're selling it now. We're selling it now. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. We're selling it.
That's fair.
Oh,
You
fucking
still
A.
made a pretty significant profit. So.
Whew. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. All right. Reslar, you're up. Everyone in
That
chat
was a
saying one
roller
more. You
coaster
need
of
to
emotion.
stop. You guys all need to stop. That's toxic. All right. Reslar is up, dude. He has to spend 2 bill. So
Yeah,
he's got
but
a lot more.
I am doing it in 1 enhancement.
In 1 enhancement. All right.
Have the-
Are you
Yeah.
chroning it?
No,
He doesn't
no,
have the
God, no.
All right. Pop it up, Reslar. Pop open your stream.
Click the cron
mean-
button 3 times.
Maybe I
Hold
could.
on,
How
this
much
is a
it?
ritual.
11?
This is a ritual.
1100? How much?
We'll see. How much does it say?
You're missing
Cron it.
like a costume and a half.
1182.
Yeah,
How
it's
much
probably
more?
like 1500 or something.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's
no, no,
15.
no,
It's
no, 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 no.
1562.
It's 1187. Wait.
Ooh.
I'm missing
Ooh.
5?
Wait, he's gonna cron it like a god.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'll
Reslar,
cron
do
it.
you not
Fuck
have
it,
any
dude.
game sounds?
No, I don't play with game sound.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna buy crons from the guy.
Dude, I can't believe.
I thought I'd never see the day that Reslar would have enough crons.
Come on, Frosty Woman. I don't even think I have enough crons to do another TED attempt, honestly.
No, you were a little short, if I remember.
I have to do some riffs. Maybe if I get some riffs in the future, I'll start over, you know?
Cron for Ogre. Hey, to be fair, for Reslar,
Yeah.
this is the most money he's ever spent.
This is. If this fails, Reslar, are you buying another ogre? If it fails in stage try, are you buying another ogre and going for TED again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll do that.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Potentially
All
2
right.
attempts.
All right. Same
Please
thing.
just don't
go
downgrade.
On 1.
I don't want Reslar to go
I
through
need
what I went
Frosty.
through.
Frosty
Oh,
has
okay, okay.
Frosty has to do
Frosty's
it.
I have to?
Frosty,
Okay. Please don't downgrade for Reslar. All right, you're going on 1. You ready?
Alrighty.
3, 2, 1. Come on, come
big
on,
money,
come
big
on,
money,
come
big
on.
money.
Do not downgrade. Do not downgrade. Oh,
Hey!
he got 10. He's super
He
rich.
fucking got that.
You're actually carried. Wait, have you ever had 9 bill before? How crazy. You have to go for pen.
No,
Don't
I don't
fucking
know about
troll him
one,
like
shit.
that.
I don't know about that one.
Oh my god.
I mean,
dude.
technically speaking, I do have this
Wow.
200 stack over here.
No, no. Oh yeah. I had to double check how many crons I had. I was like, wait, maybe I could go for Tet one more time. Reslar just got so rich. Well,
Hell yeah, dude! It's about time I come on top on one of these fucking things.
Yeah, you made out pretty good right there. You made the
Yeah,
most money out
dude.
of anyone's enhanced session.
I don't have any money, Luna. I can't do it.
I feel like I'm still in the red considering all the money I've lost in our previous enhancement
No,
sessions.
I'm
though.
pretty sure you made up big time right there.
Dude, 9
Dude, I have lost billions of silver in us gambling
Yeah.
shit.
So
Hey, I don't care. You know, if you're gonna fucking critique someone for using cron stones on Ogre, the dude just made 9 billion silver.
actually,
It's
someone
worth.
Anton's right, Rez. Nyashi won the tournament, but he lost the bet.
I did.
Because
I really did.
if you
lose
think
the
about
bet.
it went in reverse order. Reslar made the most money. I made the second most, and Nyashi just lost money.
I did. Well, yeah. I didn't really.
Yeah, but
lose
again,
anything
like
per se,
the
but
punishment
cron.
wasn't to lose money; it was to gamble money. So
Yeah. But no,
Like, that's
it's
the
good.
thing.
It's good. I'm glad you guys were able to get something out of it for sure because that was awesome.
No, he's not. He's pissed.
Reslar tapping a Tet Ogre is fucking pog.
All right, I'm gonna start getting ready for war. Rez, any chance you could read the comments?
I was thinking maybe we just leave it for next week.
You sure?
I mean, I know it's kind of sucky because it's like we missed last week, but
Mhm.
yeah, I was already kind of thinking that earlier when I was looking at the timeline, and I was like, yeah, we might just skip comments. I
let's-
mean, are you guys okay with that?
I'm okay with
Yeah,
it.
I mean that's fine.
Because here's the thing, I normally would say like, let's just rapid
You
fire
just got
it
off
real
of
quick.
work, so yeah.
Yeah, normally I'd be like, let's just rapid fire it real quick in 20 minutes. But there's one comment that I'd really like to spend some time on.
Ah,
So
okay.
Oh.
Okay.
yeah, so
Yeah, that's
I
fine.
It's
kind of feel
probably,
like let's leave it for next week.
It's probably some weird link to
Lonely girls near you.
yeah, lonely girls near us.
Farmersonly.com, bro. Yeah, have we decided about the change that we talked about?
Yeah,
Or-
so Nyashi, as long as Nyashi is 100% on board, so we're gonna start doing Saturday mornings. Nyashi, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so the Value Pack podcast will, going forward, be live Saturday morning every week instead of
Now,
these random Sunday
same-
mornings or Monday nights.
same time, right? I assume 10 a.m. your time, 1 p.m. Nyashi's. Yes.
Nyashi? I mean, I can actually do a little bit earlier.
I am 100% open on Saturday, so that's.
Is-
I mean, if you can do, I mean, here's
1
the thing.
hour earlier
If we
would be
can
kinda
do
hype.
earlier, I'm down
Yeah.
for doing earlier. But I know
Yeah.
that it's like,
Yeah. So
Yeah,
9 a.m. my
12
time.
12 my time.
My sleep schedule has been responsible for the last like 6 months. I've actually been very good. I usually wake up
okay.
early, so 9 a.m. is okay. That was back when I was being a degenerate.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so we can say 9 a.m. Pacific, which is noon Eastern. So it will be Saturdays at noon Eastern. If you would like to catch the podcast live,
Mhm.
you can do that. Usually, all three of us are streaming most often, I believe. So you can watch it on Frosty stream, twitch.tv/SoFrosty, Nyashi stream, which is twitch.tv/Nyashi_NA, or my stream, which is twitch.tv/NotReslar. And from now on, you can watch it live Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 or noon, I suppose, Eastern. So hopefully people are cool with that change. Unfortunately, it means we won't have Vel opening ceremonies anymore, which I know some people are going to be a little sad about. But
Except we never get anything.
We
so
never get
except for we
anything
never get
anyway.
anything, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
And,
Well,
like-
you got one.
I got one, but it was like, dude, in 2 years of episodes,
Yeah.
one of us got one.
Yeah, only one.
Yeah.
Podcast on Spotify. Yeah, right? It should
Yeah.
still be on Spotify.
Yes. Yeah. It's on everything. It's Spotify, Apple. Frosty put in the legwork to get it on all those annoying platforms.
Yeah.
And you can also watch it on YouTube if you want to watch the video form. I upload it to my YouTube channel. It's in the description of everything. So, yeah. Does
question
anybody else
is-
have anything?
I'm gonna put our crew on the spot here. Is it going to be? Does this mean it's going to be up on YouTube Sunday?
Almost certainly not.
Unfortunate.
Probably will still be Monday.
Ugh.
The Monday crew will be ready and anxious.
We can
kinda deep down
get
hate
into
that,
we can
just-
get into
yeah.
the technical aspects of it off stream, off air, but yeah, unless we change how we do things, probably still gonna go up on Monday. But if it'll go up Monday morning, it won't go up in the evening like it is currently because of my job. It'll be going up in the morning. Again, we'll get more and we can talk more about that off the air. I don't want to bore people with that, but
That's still an upgrade. Monday morning.
Yeah, no, Monday morning would definitely be.
yeah, because I know a lot of people enjoyed Monday mornings, and whenever I had told people that it was going to have to start being Monday evenings, a lot of people were like, "Ah, damn, I liked listening to it, like at work on Monday or whatever." So
Yeah, them getting the Monday morning aspect back would be a plus for them.
yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Plus, the good thing about us doing it on Sunday is if something happens and we can't do it, or sorry, Saturday, is if we can't do it on Saturday, then we have Sunday as a backup day.
True.
And then we can still upload it on Monday, like fairly on
Yep.
time, theoretically. So
Right.
I kind of like having that buffer zone,
Yeah,
essentially.
Sunday's not impossible, but the majority of that
Yeah,
will
yeah.
probably not.
But
be an
again,
option.
we can talk about it off stream because Frosty, I know you kind of wanted it to go up on Sunday, but we can talk about it.
It's not the day itself that matters. I just don't want it to already be like a few days old when people see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. But yeah, we'll talk about it off stream if we want to. But does anybody have anything? Or are we good to close?
No,
out?
we're rich and Ashley's poor. Let's fucking go. Dude,
right,
I'm
think
so
that's true.
glad that second one didn't downgrade. Sorry, go ahead, Rosar.
Thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Again, you can check out our streams. They're all in the description. Twitch.tv/SoFrosty, /Nyashi_NA, and /NotReslar. Shout out to the patrons. Hopefully those got read at the beginning, Frosty.
Yes, they did, and they were very
All right.
excited about it.
Fantastic job. Shout out to the patrons and all of our Twitch subscribers on our individual Twitch channels. We appreciate you guys for what you do, helping us keep the lights on. And yeah, look forward to next week, and we'll catch you all later.